you want to put your headphones on. And we're gonna make it happen. Y'all ready?
You gonna get that drunk.
Yeah, that's coming too. Uh, that will be coming too. All right, so let's go. Hey, what's up? What's up? It is your boy Boss Hog, host of the in the building. We have our my riders, the people that help me get through this uh, show every Sunday. So let me go on and introduce all the co-hosts who are with me right now. In the building, we have the good doctor. What's good, good doctor?
Happy Sunday fun day.
In the building, we have B Rock. What's good, B?
What's good? What's good? Y'all know what it is. B Rock, aka B Rock G, aka Mr. Incredibly Petty, the Mad Allergy.
Say
Already.
that one more time. I want to make sure it wasn't where it hurts.
Yeah. You
It's
got
always
it.
off the door. Always.
Say
You never
that.
know what order is gonna come in.
Also in the building, man, we got our first lady of sports, uh, who just all discombobulated today, but we getting it
Y'all
together.
gonna learn.
And so
Y'all better put it out there plain. This is where we
I
are.
thought it was pretty plain.
It
Yeah.
was.
we have
Replay it.
Roz. What's good, Roz?
How y'all doing out there?
Listen, we know for you guys who are tuned in that this is a whole different setup. Who's watching us on our live stream, but I think it's just more better this way. I just felt free. B was like, I bet you was like real free way. I said, hell yeah, man, I just feel real free. So we thank everybody who's listening and tuning in today. We got a great show lined up for everybody. Uh, Definitely going to jump into Colin Kaepernick, which I believe will be the highlight of today's show. Definitely got some point of views on that. We gonna jump into this relationship segment. Found another crazy ass uh, post that was real this time. Because I found her on Facebook. Definitely not a friend of mine, but we go jump into it. She says it's okay to date somebody, and basically how did you date somebody to go date other men? Uh, Unlike the last time, like I was gonna do with the other young lady, I did go to this page and just tell her you out of your damn mind. You trying to get somebody hurt around here. So we're gonna definitely jump into that. We got some quick hits that we're gonna jump into today. And so without further ado, we're gonna go on and get this party started. And so we all know the rapper Trey the Truth. Uh, he is a local Houston rapper out of Houston, Texas, and he is doing some phenomenal work that I uh, didn't even know he was doing. Just happened to run across this article, and it talks about it. It's from the WFAA. He created a bear because his son was special needs, and so I was like, damn, that'd be a great. We know rappers for all the hardcore music, uh, hardcore lyrics, and we don't really talk about the good that they kind of do, in the hood. And so we're gonna jump into that real quick. And so as the article goes, it says some with the special needs inspired rapper Trey the truth to choose Cubby Love Fair Inventions. Trey the Truth, known for his music and work in the community, is part of a company selling bear inspired by the rapper's 16-year-old son. He goes on to say, I feel that this is going to be a creative way to help millions of kids. Man, Trey the Truth said. He owns 50% of the company behind Cubby Little Bears. They are stuffed animals and more. This specific bear here is made on behalf of my son, D. Nico, he said. Uh, and so the article goes on to say that customizable bears for basically children with special needs.
Mm.
And I thought that was real dope. I thought that was real cool. And so, what I would like to know from everybody is, what you guys think about that?
And, I think the idea and the concept is cool, especially with how it affects him personally. Um, I do think that this narrative, the softer side of rappers, isn't something that's put out there normally. And so I think that it's nice to kind of change the narrative a bit and just show that, hip hop is more than just, you know, boys, pimps, players, and hoes. So I'm cool with it, man. I think it's pretty good.
I second that. I mean, because once you hear rappers, you always think about thugs and gangs and no good, robbing and killing, and so now it's a different take on it, especially since it hit home for
Mm-hmm.
him with his son. So to even be inspired to do something like that, to where other parents with special need kids can be a part of it also. I mean, that's great. And I'm sure we have other people out there that have created other things as such as bears, or I think one of them, somebody had an autistic son and they made I think it was a ball for touch. Because when he gets agitated, that's one of the things that calms him down. And I think somebody even clued on and piggybacked on to Legos to where they made them to where they wasn't. And I'm not that versed on artistic kids, so I don't want to be a professor like in this, but they made it to where because certain things calm them down, so they
Right.
invented other things to do it. So kudos to him and anybody that's out there that's inventing things for special need kids so they can feel comfortable in the world,
Right.
that they live in, so they can be a part and they can grow and they can fester their relationship. So good job for him.
Yeah. I agree. Thank you, Doc.
I thought with his son being nonverbal, that's the part I like. That he can use his there as a voice, even though he doesn't have one. Because there are a lot of children on the spectrum. Some are nonverbal, and then some are. So I feel like this bear can help, like you say, with the soothing, but also those who can't speak, who can speak for them. And that's the part that I like.
Right.
Because he said, his son is nonverbal, so it's like, if he's hungry, he may not verbally be able to say it, but the bear can speak for him. And I thought that was a good part.
Right. Yeah. So, like I said, we need that more in hip hop. That thing, or just in music in general. But hip hop especially has in the past put out this aura of negativity. You gotta be hardcore. You gotta fit in a certain lane. So to see somebody who's actually making moves in the industry and still being able to show that light aside that these artists are parents. These artists have real
I think it
issues
humanizes
and
them.
real problems that are going on. I think yeah, absolutely. It humanizes.
Right. So I mean, this may be his profession, but like you say, he has children, and his child has needs just like the other parents out there.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, I may do this for a living. This is maybe how I make my money, but I have the same struggles as you, and
And then on top of that, I mean, most of these rappers are not even from their lifestyle.
Yeah,
They,
especially
they,
now.
now these up and coming. I'm not gonna say all,
No, but a lot.
but most are not from this lifestyle. They're just perpetrating a lifestyle to get it out there and to be known as this, so they can gain the knowledge. But behind the scenes, like you said, they have real life problems, just
Right,
like everybody
right.
else.
yes.
They have kids, they have families, they have wives, and they're not about that persona that they perceive just to
Right.
get the fan base up and going.
Well, that's how he makes his money now.
Yeah.
That's just how he gets paid. But apparently, his money
Exactly.
So he's struggling just like every other
Anybody
parent who has a
who
special
has a
needs son.
similar
Despite
issue.
the money, it can't make my son talk, but this bear could.
Yeah,
Thought it was new to say
it makes
bear
them
could
feel
say
a
I'm
part
hungry.
of, and then I think that's part of the part that we forget if we don't have, if we're not dealing with something like that. You know, they have a hard time as a kid,
Right.
and then to make them feel like they are a part, or that they can be heard, or they can fit into the bubble that we so desperately are trying to fit into, and they have their equal say too. So
I even like the fact that I mean you never know I mean who you may be motivating. You know, I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of parents out there that may have special needs kids and feel like they can't chase a dream that they have or finish school. Just they put a lot of stuff on the back burner, and I mean this cat is showing you like, hey, I got the same issues you got, but I'm still chasing my dreams.
right,
I'm still out here doing what I need to do, for my family, but also, building me in the process. And so, it's good that it's being put out there because you never know who that may affect.
right, and good for him. I mean,
Yeah, absolutely.
or for anybody that's trying to do that. He's just in the limelight today. So to anybody that do have a product like that, I would say get it out there. Let people see what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because you never know, your invention may be the next great thing
Yeah.
for that next great person that's dealing with an issue. Everybody is not creative. Everybody can't make something like that that can help other people, but they can surely purchase it for somebody that needs it, or even piggyback onto it. Maybe they don't know how to get started, or something to that nature. It doesn't take a whole lot of money, and I think that's the first thing that people come against. Well, I don't have money to do this. I don't have money to brand like this. And I don't have money to put a product out there like that. But have you tried? I
Right.
mean, what is the cost? Have you looked into it besides just saying, well, he did it, he's a rapper, he has the money to do that?
Well, a lot of that excuse is kind of out the window with social media at this point. I mean, I'm not saying that you can't benefit from having brand managers and people setting things up for you to streamline it in a manner that looks, I guess, more professional. But with the way that we use social media nowadays, you can brand yourself. You
Yeah,
know, put a little bit of homework into it and figure out, how you want to, what you want to follow and the patterns that you want to use on your post. But I mean, it's free,
it
so
just takes time.
yeah, you got to be
You
able
have
to
to
be
be
willing to put in the
committed,
work.
right, for the time.
Well, also in our quick hits, uh, let's switch gears and jump into New York City. Says it's lit. NYC can no longer test for weed when hiring our probation folks.
I'm on my way, people.
NYC Council announced that they just passed bill prohibiting marijuana testing being required as part of the hiring process in New York City and banning the city from requiring marijuana tests for people on probation.
Oh,
This bill will close one trapdoor that trips people up, said the Council Public Safety Committee Chair Donovan Richards, who many people come out, they are trying to do better, and they get busted for marijuana and go back into jail or prison. This sets them back. So,
It does.
well,
As a former PO, it does.
What? But
It does.
well, but I'm crossed. I'm crossed. I mean, I'm all for jobs, but if you're on probation, I think that's something totally different.
Are people on probation allowed to drink alcohol?
Yes. Unless it's stipulated in your order.
But alcohol is not
illegal.
illegal.
It's not illegal,
Okay,
it's
but
still a
what
drug.
And that's because marijuana is still listed as a Schedule One drug, which is freaking asinine. Number one, but number two, I mean, let's just look at. I won't even look at annual statistics. Let's look at this weekend. How many people this weekend were probably, driving under the influence and crash into somebody, ran a light, potentially caused an accident? More people are affected by alcohol and alcohol abuse than there ever were who smoke marijuana. So, I mean, for me, I don't have an issue with this. Like, it's, bravo. That's what I'm gonna say. Bravo.
I'm not against it, but I still think it should be some more stipulations to that.
Wow.
Like for jobs, okay, I got it with jobs. Because I mean, I've seen people high and do a great job. I mean, they are very attentive.
Well, you never know what they taking it for.
They,
They might
they,
have anxiety.
their thought
But when
process
they,
is slow.
you know, when they get on that magic carpet ride, they can handle their business.
Listen, I'm
Bravo, New York.
I think it's a step in the right direction, and hopefully other states follow. Because the truth is that companies spend more money trying to find these people who 9 times out of 10 who are not on drugs. They're losing money. This is really
Mm-hmm.
just catching up to speed because uh, I remember years ago when I ran across the article where they were talking about how
Mm-hmm.
companies were going to eventually ditch drug testing because they're spending too much money and it ain't like you
Right. All right.
stopping these folks because 9 times out of 10 they're not on drugs in the first place.
Oh, nah. All right. I'm a big diff on that one. What I will say is this: while they are spending all of those funds for testing for marijuana, I mean, marijuana sticks around, it lingers, it's in your system a little long. Just because somebody didn't, test positive for marijuana doesn't mean that they still ain't a drug user because let's see, cocaine is out of your system in 3 days, ecstasy is out of your system in I think 18 hours. You still may have a user, you still may have a pill popper that's getting it in, but just because they don't smoke, oh, you gonna hire? You know, I mean, what's the difference?
I'm still gonna ride the fence. I am.
Oh,
And
come on, we don't.
I am. I'm gonna ride the fence on this one because it's good and bad.
So what you
Because
saying?
I don't understand why they check your credit when you get a job.
Yeah.
That is the most
Because they-
amazing thing to me. Because so what if my credit score is not good? It doesn't matter as long as I come to work for that 40 hours that I'm doing my job.
And that's
What I do
also-
with my money outside of that is
Well,
none of your concern.
I think certain
It's a
professions
responsibility issue.
need to do certain things. Like, I don't want my doctor to be high. I don't want my surgeon to be high. So them I could see maybe drug testing, random drug testing. Certain professions that require
Okay,
focus and
but I'm gonna
they
ask the
should
same
be
question
random.
about alcohol. You
Right.
don't, you
Well-
don't want your surgeon to be drunk either, but
I
you can't
don't.
stop him from having scotch every night.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. I think we
As
look
long
at
as it doesn't interfere with the workplace.
Right.
right because I think what happens is we get caught up in one. Marijuana is illegal right now because this really marijuana was legal.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it really was because I mean, let's think about it. The only difference between alcohol and marijuana is what? Really, one is legal
And one is not.
and one is not. But how many people are getting killed every day from a DUI? Uh, uh,
Most
impaired.
most people who high ain't driving. They
Right.
might be eating you out of house and home. Collision, it's gonna be a low speed crash.
Now I'm not gonna
So
say.
what? Okay, so like in our profession, we have to deal with certain safety requirements. I
absolutely.
mean, we're hanging off the side of buildings. We're on crane lifts. We're on ladders. We're on stuff like that. I don't want them to have alcohol nor drugs
Okay.
in their system. I want them to be as alert as possible because it's not just them who they can hurt.
Well,
It's other people.
I
Now,
hear
if you're a grave digger and you out there by yourself with your shovel and you high, okay, if you fall in that hole and you don't find it to the next.
What if you did the wrong thing?
right.
But
That,
I
that,
mean,
that can
it's-
affect people. You done dug up somebody's granny.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be people like So that
Right.
can affect people too. I get what you're saying, but what you are also saying indirectly is that weed heads are more prone to come to work high than drunks are to come to work drunk. And I would beg to differ.
No, I
So-
think I think if they legalize marijuana,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who's listening, but I may be part of the high paid. I don't know because it's not legal, so I don't. But if it's just like smoking a cigar to calm your nerves, then I'm okay with that. But at least make it legal first before we stop the testing. And I think if you went to,
I think recreational use is legal in New York, and that's why they're able to do that.
I'm to my here. I
Oh,
done changed
shit,
to
we
Texas.
would.
Hey,
I
no,
That
no.
happened here.
a mayor, lieutenant, whoever we have.
Too much money in this.
Can y'all
Man, listen,
do
I
this
don't,
for me?
you know, I don't, like I said, I understand it. You know, it, a good person, you know, can't get a job because
They like to
they
smoke
can't
weed.
stop.
But that's just
smoking.
like in the NFL. I
Yeah.
don't know if you saw the news story. It was last week. One of the NFL players that lives in California.
Oh yeah, he's
will
special
not.
Cowboys.
Yeah, he will not stop smoking. He said, and
We talked about that on the show.
to let it be known,
I love weed.
everybody else, you know, a good majority of them smoke. The coaches know, Jerry knows,
Right.
and it's just a relaxation thing. For as long as it doesn't hinder, maybe I should say that. As long as it doesn't hinder
Mm-hmm.
uh, your job performance, then I'm okay with it.
But what if that
Including
one time?
alcohol too.
But what if the one time it hinders is catastrophic?
Then that you took on that responsibility, so you just say
But
different.
that happens with anything. I mean, in my profession, there are stories of surgeons who have drinking problems and they're operating on patients drunk. Does that, you know, it happens, legal or not, it happens. There's instances of surgeons being coked up during surgery. It happens. You can't
I'll
control
be the one in the room.
some of those things. You know, some of those things
just
are
leave this
out
guy
of
later.
your control.
Right.
You know, it's just outright out of your control. You can't do anything about that. I think what you can do, as opposed to putting all the money and efforts towards testing, put all the money and efforts towards monitoring. I.e., you got breathalyzers for alcohol. I'm sure there is a way to come up with all the brilliant minds we have in the world, telling me there is not a way to say, okay, you are high as hell right now. Not you had marijuana in your system.
Yesterday.
You are high now.
Your levels are reading very damn
Right.
high on this Richter scale.
Right. You know, so there has to be a way of that. So, of course, if somebody comes to their place of work under the influence of whatever, be it alcohol, weed, coke, mushrooms, whatever, then you take the necessary action. But if it's not during the workday, my ability to do my job, leave me the fuck alone. Leave me alone. I say, you know what? Maybe this is the borderline cynic slash Darwinist in me. Legalize all of it.
Yeah.
Hey, those who gonna take their stuff out, cool. You just made more lanes. That's just traffic opening up. You done open up some lanes on the freeway. Just open it all up, because the people who are gonna use are going to
Are
use.
going
Right.
to, regardless if it's legal or not. So legalize it, control it.
Yeah, but I mean,
Corral. I shouldn't say control, but corral.
it sounds good.
I mean, yeah.
It sounds good saying what at the end of the day.
The money.
Nah, it ain't even about the
It
money.
is
We talking about.
I know
we
what
talking
you're
about-
gonna say. As soon as you say it, I'm gonna go ahead.
What you think I'm gonna say?
Go ahead. Finish.
But you gotta factor in doing that who you really affected, and now you can't hold somebody accountable. So
and that's what. All right.
So watch this. Hold up. So watch this. So right now, you know, certain
Mhm.
drugs are illegal, right?
Right.
And we might next week talk about I believe just legalizing cocaine for whatever.
Bravo. Probably for financial people, because
Yeah.
they do a lot
Right.
of
I
coke.
think they're going to do certain amounts.
So in legalizing, just say all drugs, right?
Legalize them all.
Then how do you
How do you hold
somebody
adults
accountable
responsible?
who's putting these legal drugs in people's hands who ain't supposed to have them, i.e. a child?
The same way you do it with any
Yeah.
other product that has an age restriction,
Like a gun.
like a gun, like alcohol. It's the same way you police anything else that has an age restriction. But the reason I say legalize it, because and people probably like, bro, you can't legalize something like heroin. Well,
Yes,
you know what? Yes,
It's
you
called
can.
OxyContin.
Yeah, but hold on, but I'm gonna do you like this. You know, I know they thinking street level heroin that you're injecting. All right, cool. Why can't I legalize it? Because the person that's using it is using it anyway. I find it very hard to believe that it's some responsible adult sitting on the couch right now watching the Cowboys beat the Lions 35-27,
Okay now.
and saying,
Okay now.
you know what?
Alright now.
If heroin was legal, I'd shoot some up right now. That person is not around. If they gonna use
It
heroin,
is probably he probably is around. You just probably ain't heard him.
so you tell me there is a responsible adult.
It's probably somebody
who's like,
right
you
now.
know what?
I can't wait to. I
As soon
can't.
as heroin is legal, I'm
As
all
soon as
about
they
it.
legalize,
That's
as soon as
what
they
we-
legalize
As
marijuana,
soon as
I'm
they-
here.
Yeah,
I'm a truck driver where I can't smoke.
Right. I mean,
As soon as they
not
say
heroin.
in Texas,
but I would be
Well,
at home
so
okay.
watching the
People that say
game, thinking to
because I'm waiting for weed
Hold
here
on.
in Texas.
I would
Well,
enjoy
I'm
we
like,
talking
that.
weed, and I would like to believe that weed and heroin are not on the same level.
Well, I'm
It
talking
doesn't matter.
weed. I'm not doing heroin.
That's what I'm
I've seen
saying.
what they do
Open
to
it all
people.
up.
I'm
Let
out.
people do what they do.
Like, cause I'm just saying,
And
you
I
ask
wanna
who's doing it, and there ain't nobody. Somebody might not be doing it with heroin. But
That's my point.
they
But-
might
but-
or might not be, but like
but the
marijuana,
reason- but the-
I'm
right.
just waiting. Like I'm
You're
voting.
waiting on marijuana, but what a
As
lot of
soon as
people
you're
are saying
Texas.
is what marijuana is a gateway drug. Next thing you know, you're gonna be shooting up, and that's why I say there's not a responsible person sitting on their couch like, man, I sure can't wait till they legalize heroin because I'm gonna be on it.
Yeah.
That person does not exist.
Put me in, man.
Yeah.
Like, come on, put me in.
But that's reaching. You know, that's reaching just a little bit.
No.
No, but it's relevant
Yeah.
because I think that they're reaching by saying that marijuana is a gateway drug to stuff like heroin.
I think it
So
boils
it's the
down
same
to,
reach.
to how much money can be made. Big Pharma is, although they've been found guilty of,
Starting this whole opioid crisis.
you know what their comeback was? We'll pay for treatment, but guess what? They're still in business. They're still in business. They're still producing. You can
Oh, okay.
get
And what the
legal
hell
heroin.
I just
I
live.
Very
I think that battery ain't charged. What's up?
I say you can get legal heroin very easily. All you have to do is say my neck hurts, my back hurts,
Mm-hmm.
my leg hurts.
They gonna give you some
And
oxy.
they say, sure, which one do you want?
You
You,
want
can
the-
even tell them,
Right.
I want this, I don't want that.
You want the one with the little pink dots on it? That one.
Right.
That's the
Yeah.
strong one. Just so
Right.
y'all know, the one with the little
I'll
pink
take
flake.
the strong one, right?
Yeah. Just make sure you
You
get
have
your fiber
surgery?
intake.
They call it in before you leave the hospital.
Yeah. Just make sure you get on your fiber when you take those pink ones. They make you constipated.
Tons of water.
Yeah.
Tons of water. So all Big Pharma did was say, okay, we'll pay for we're not going to admit to having or being at fault, but what we're gonna do is pay for treatment.
Right.
We've caused it and we're willing to clean it up. And we're still allowed to do business though. They haven't shut down. The executives are all the money, the family.
Right.
There's one family that runs the main pharmaceutical company. Their family is still in business. They're rich. And they're still allowed to go despite people dying left and right from
Well, I say-
epidemic.
I say kudos to New York.
I
You
do.
know.
Yeah. Bring on the cocaine, New York.
Yeah. I do. I just think that at the end of the day,
Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm
Well, I
thinking
think
about my
one
little
thing-
cousin. You
one
know, she
thing-
just stay at school because, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh God.
I'm just saying. So I support
See,
New York.
she would have been able to finish her college education.
Right.
in New York.
Yeah, in New York.
You'd be amazed how many credits you can get through with a bumper coat.
Man.
Did he say a bump?
A bump.
that
You been around them people
Yeah.
too long.
little pinky nail that you
And
can
look,
scoop.
see, even though
Why your long pinky nail so long?
Right.
You
See,
know,
hey,
that's
my
what
pinky
it
nails,
was for.
my pinky nails ain't long enough to do coke.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
couldn't
that's
mind
what they say. A
myself.
man with a long pinky nail.
That's for that bumper coat.
Yeah, that's that pimp shit.
I'm walking around here looking at people.
Yeah. Right.
Right.
I got
Why
look.
your pinky nail long?
Right. Either way, you're fucking.
Hey man, look. Also, we gotta jump into this other crazy ass story.
I'm loving this.
You know, this could have been a shade tree segment, but
This
we
is
gonna
a
save one for
real quick.
That's some bullshit. That's
We
man,
call it
hotel
bullshit.
cleaner.
Right.
it's
We
Who
call it
stole-
quick.
Millionaire
Oh,
sperm
how
from
much?
used condom won child support. A 40-year-old Los Angeles hotel cleaner won a child support battle against a 28-year-old millionaire who she never had sex with.
you ain't gonna get child support from me if I can't get no ass. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna go back.
Jane was 36 when she stole and used condom from then 24-year-old tech millionaire hotel garbage can. yes, for you guys who are listening out there, that shit does happen. Hey, Zachariah. Just it is what it is. I can co-sign on this shit, so
Jesus.
it is what it is. She inserted the semen inside her vagina and became pregnant with a baby boy who is now 4 years old. During the child support hearing, Jane confessed that she never slept with the young millionaire, that she impregnated herself with his sperm while she was cleaning his room. He left his bank statement on the nightstand in his hotel room, and I saw it when I was cleaning. At the time, I wanted a baby so bad, and I thought it would be better if I had a baby with a rich man. Man,
No
folks, stop right
shit,
there.
lady.
Y'all can read the rest of the story. Y'all can Google it.
2 million.
Uh,
3 years.
You know, here on our own show, I can say first of
That's
all,
such bullshit. Oh.
this old trifling ass woman. But guess what? You know, we read these stories, and yet and still, as I always say, somebody is living this in real life. You know, other than what we read about.
Go on, tell him. Say me
Can
too.
they charge you with grand
Go on,
You
tell
know
him me
what?
too.
You damn right.
Go on, tell him
Listen.
me too.
Me
Can she
too.
be charged with grand theft?
No, she
That's
can't.
theft.
No.
Can you really still?
If that's the
You
case,
can't still lose sperm. It's there. That's one of the possessions. It's not just a law.
listen. Let me go
I
and
would
me
charge her
too.
with grand theft.
Let me drop my Me Too moment. Me too.
I would charge
Uh,
her
There
with
you
theft.
go. Me too.
I have a son that I didn't know nothing about. Didn't think nothing of it. And fast forward years later, in court, hey, ain't Zachariah yours? Who in the hell is Zachariah? So I can co-sign on this story. It does happen. It's funny because I know when I tell people the story of how I found out about my son, or even knowing about my son, you got to go through the whole well. But y'all had sex, yeah. But I ain't stupid. Niggas know how to protect yourself. Folks really don't believe that there are women out there who are trifling enough to do what this woman does. I'm glad you posted this story, Lies, because it validates. I don't sound like a damn fool when I'm talking to folks. You know what I'm
I
saying?
just got tickled. I mean,
What's up?
I didn't. I don't think I could do it. One, I started laughing in the middle of the whole situation. I couldn't call a friend there. This man left his sperm in. Should I? Should not? I see this bank statement on his dresser. This man is worth some money. Child support gonna be lit. Where should come down here and get
Lord.
come look at this.
See.
Because my thought process is that at least after 24 hours, sperm is dead. They ain't 20, but it's 5 days. It's viable for 5 days, so she could take that, tie that sucker up in a knot,
That's
go
what
put
I'm
it in the
saying.
freezer.
That's what I'm saying.
And all she needs
At that
is
point-
the residue. That's
one.
it.
At
Just,
that point,
just
yeah,
one.
she just need one swimmer to make
That's
just
it.
one.
That's
Just
it.
one.
And she found him.
Yeah.
He was Michael Phelps.
But see, all right, this is the
And is she black or is she mixed, man? I'm looking at the picture of it. I'm just trying to figure out.
she looks of Latin American.
Yeah,
descent to
okay.
me.
I was,
Yeah.
You know, I could be.
Oh no, this is African. This comes
Yeah, I
out
was
of
just
Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna say she may be African.
You little ladies are making us look bad.
Look,
But
man.
she got $2 million
All right, you know what? This is why.
back
Uh-huh.
child support.
She should have got punched in the face.
Then she
But-
left her job and started her own business.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
now
yeah,
she got the capital.
finance.
Yeah, she
She's
got the
finance.
capital.
But
She's
see,
a-
this is where I take issue with it. I'm not saying you, but there are a lot of women who talk mad shit about Britney Spears' ex-husband, Federline.
Oh,
Yeah.
who took the kids?
Who took
Yeah.
the kids, got child support.
No, I agree with that.
Federline became a lot of the females who had an issue with what Federline did are probably clapping for her like, girl, get your money. And that's why
No, it's messed up for the man.
Yeah.
My thing of it is, if you sold my
It's better for the
sperm,
child.
right? If you sold my sperm, then that's your baby. That has nothing to do with
Yeah.
me. I didn't consent to it.
Yeah.
I didn't condone it. It wasn't a drunken night to where I made a mistake. I got mine, and I put
I'm trying to
mine
figure out.
inside what I thought was safe. Now everybody gonna be flushing going forward.
Oh, we also gonna say something real.
What you gonna say?
Let's not. I don't know if this considered the A or B side.
It ain't no
It ain't no A B side now, damn it. It is what it is.
No, so I can say what I want to.
You can say what you want to say.
She can't get pregnant if she swallow.
Oh, Jesus.
That's the truth too. But in this case,
In this case, no, you said that he put it in a place that he thought was safe, and that
It
people
is.
gonna be flushing.
Yeah.
No, all right, no, ain't gonna be no flushing. You gonna take this where it's
Right.
going.
yeah, get it out of there then.
Get right, get it out. Let me see what you can do from there.
But that's just trifling, man.
That's trifling as hell, man. That really is.
But
Now I'm trying to figure out, is there a way to put that shoe on the other foot? But it really ain't without physically assaulting that woman. If she sleep and you
Right. I mean, you gotta.
get up in there with a syringe or something and squirt. I don't know. Either way, you have to penetrate that woman, and that becomes
Well, men have done it where they pricked holes in the condom and then.
pricking holes in a condom is one thing. She fished something out the trash can. So
But
I'm
that
trying to
would
make
be-
this. I'm trying to make this an apples to
But
apples.
that's the
That's
equivalent
the
though.
equivalent.
Well, no,
Because
because
there's
you
no
can.
other way you can do
This
it
is
without
worse.
penetrating.
This is worse because there was no
What?
consent.
Then you put in a hole in the.
If I got, you know what? If I gotta put levels to this, this is worse because he put his sperm in a place that he thought was good.
Well, he
And I
disposed
put-
of it.
right.
Let's just say that.
Right.
And
Hey,
I
uh,
made sure you
True
were
enough.
clean.
True enough. But there was some level of consent by allowing him to penetrate you, holding condom or not. He didn't even get the satisfaction of getting no ass from her. Yeah, come on. If holding a condom or not, a condom is not foolproof. Therefore, if I penetrate you, there is still a slim chance
Yeah.
you can fuck around and get pregnant. He nutted in the condom and put it in the trash, and then come
so he
to
was safe.
Yeah, he was good.
He was
He
safe
was
from the
good.
other chick.
right.
He was safe thorough. He wasn't thinking.
That's why I said that is worse. That is worse because if
Because nobody would think about stealing. I mean,
apparently
You wouldn't think about it.
who?
But- and
I
that's
But
know.
somebody, but
that's
clearly
why I say
somebody-
it's worse.
This isn't the first time.
That's why I say it's worse because I mean, even if the man came to you, hey, we use the condom, but and you go to him, hey, I still got pregnant. Okay, that's a chance. But if I done my thing and that condom is in the trash, I'm not expecting to have to dish out $3 million because
right,
somebody done
Somebody
spit
stole my
sperm
shit.
out of my rubber.
right. Well, I mean, I was thinking about it. I'm like, well, which one is worse?
That's worse. That's foul. That is so.
Well, both are bad.
Both. I'm not saying one is. Yes, they're both
You did say
bad.
one is better than the other, but
Yeah.
if it was levels,
If it's
Well,
levels,
because-
this is worse.
ooh, that's a hard.
No, it's not because there's a level of consent.
Well, there's no consent. So
There's no consent to get
Right.
pregnant, but there is consent for me to put myself inside of you. Here,
Yeah,
there
but
is
even
no
but where
Okay,
the,
yes,
but where the
but-
thievery comes
whatsoever.
in at, but where the so the good doctor said
I get what she's saying.
men do it too, right?
Yeah.
The level of thievery for a man is in the deception that while she thinks he's safe, he knows I'm gonna get her pregnant.
Okay.
That's still thievery right there.
I'm not saying it's not thievery. I'm saying this is a worse level of thievery because he did what he was
Right, he
supposed
was
to
safe.
do.
He was safe
He
there.
was safe with the one he was
I got the
actually
first
smashing.
base right there. This the
Right.
me.
He didn't know.
They got me out over here.
He didn't know whoever she was gonna come in right behind
Right.
him and say, "Oh, he got a little bread."
Let me steal
there's
first
a
base and go
condom
to second base, basically.
Right, right.
Let me steal this and then go here with it.
Right. Now, she didn't even steal second base. That was an inside park home run.
Right. Yeah, that's really what that was. Yeah, I mean, I get it.
How do you? I don't know.
How do you what?
How she get it up in her? She put that thing in there,
What you
turned
do?
it
You just
inside
put the
out.
condom up in you and turn it
Turn
inside
it
out.
inside out.
All you need is
It's not
just
sure as a cucumber. Just turn that bitch inside out. And she boom.
yeah, just turn it inside out.
Yeah, she probably got a little. Yeah, just
Yeah,
reinsert.
Raj.
Well, I can't even say
You got a
reinsert.
finger, flip it upside down.
I can't even say
sperm is on the
reinsert
inside.
because he never put it in her to begin with. That's why it's more foul. I mean, come on, man. He didn't even get The
He didn't get no ass.
Right.
He didn't
But see,
even
that's
say, well,
your
you know
point.
what?
The whole, that is the point, though.
He didn't get no ass. That's the point.
Well, he did, just not from the one who got pregnant. He got some ass that night, apparently.
Yeah, he sure did.
Well, okay, so deception is deception is deception,
True.
no matter how you do it. Um, I think both. I mean, both were deceitful.
Oh, they're both very
But
deceitful.
just because one actually penetrated and the other one didn't, and both are foul.
Oh, I'm not saying that they're not foul. I'm saying that if the sexual action takes place, then there was some level of consent to the idea that there's a chance that some shit might happen.
Right, but
He, on the
he
other
made
hand,
it official when
well,
he
yeah,
posted the whole.
right, and I agree, and that's foul. What I'm saying in his situation, it's even more messed up because he didn't poke no holes. He, the other chick wasn't on no fuck shit, and he still ended up having to fork out money for child support from a chick that he didn't even smash.
Right.
That makes
I mean,
sense.
I get it. I mean, it's screwed up all the way around.
It is.
And like I said, I ain't really never been a part of the Me Too movement before, but I can.
You better claim it today.
I'm gonna hold that down today and say Me Too, because I know folks, especially bras, be like, huh? Wait a minute, okay, then you must be lying. Nah, it had to be. No, it is what it is. No, it's just that people can't believe that there are women
And that's why I'm holding so firm to this because
that do that.
Calling me having a sexist moment, I don't care. Women do have a lot of issues that they have to deal with that men have no idea of. But you can't sit here and say that this is not egregious as fuck. It really is. That is foul. And I'm not going to sit there and just say, all right, well, women got it too and it's equally as foul. Nah. I as a man can't fish, what you call that damn thing?
Chastity belt?
No, it's like the plastic shit they wrap around.
A female condom?
Yeah, the female condom.
Yeah.
A man can't go fish that female condom out and somehow get a baby out of the situation.
Right.
So that's why this makes this more foul. Like, oh, she got her son last night. There's no inverse to this.
Right. It can't be flipped.
Right.
In other words.
That's my point.
Yeah, it can't be flipped. I mean, like I said, I get it. That was just as trifling as it is, You talking about lowers
She
up
got paid. Oh, she started a business too. I'm telling you, there's folks in the background like, she got her money. Look at her. Independent. She done found a way to get her money and start her business and raise her child. Trifling ass.
She look like trash. I mean, you can paint yourself up however you want to.
Foul is foul.
Hey, but foul is foul.
Well, I guess it's a price tag to the foul though.
Well, yeah, I don't think he has to pay. I'm not.
He didn't consent.
Yeah,
He
I don't
does
think
have to
he
pay.
has. I know
Yes.
what I'm saying is that I don't think he should have to pay because
One child support. Somebody paying.
No, I know he did, but I don't think he should have to pay.
Oh.
I don't even think that's a court case. Because she admitted that she stole it. She admitted he had no idea of what she was doing. She just saw the statement and be like, I'm going to get some of that.
And she's getting it, is my
And
point.
she's getting it, which leads us even furthermore to this, to believe that our judicial system is ridiculous. How can you?
Well, the situation over there is ridiculous. I mean, I'm trying to figure out who the hell did they hold this court in front of, a group of women?
Yes.
I mean, because I'm like, anybody in their right mind would see like,
No,
okay,
they
that's
had
now.
a damn good attorney. That's
Yeah.
all that is. You only
Listen, I
have to
believe in
make
great
those
attorneys.
people believe that this is right. Paying her is right. That's all you have to do. And that's exactly
I'm gonna say
what
her in
that
America,
attorney
she would have lost.
did. Yeah, she would.
Matter of fact, he would have got his child over
I'd
there.
have got my
But
child
do
in charge
he
of
want
child
it? This
support.
is a kid that he didn't even
It don't matter, but now he knows it's his. Over her, more than likely, he would have got his child. A court would have gave him his
Well, he's
his
not
child.
suing for custody. He's
No,
suing for
Probably slander or something.
stealing bodily fluids and
Well, but you can do that, but also he can always go back to court just like any other court to appeal anything.
Didn't
Hey,
this
you know
happen
what
in a
else?
TV show?
But do he want this kid?
Didn't this happen in a TV show where I know a lot of females watching where it was Gabrielle Union. She was like freezing some dude's sperm.
Yes, it was one of my favorites. Being Mary Jane.
Yeah. She was alright.
So she took his sperm. They had
shit
sex,
freezing.
and she froze
Oh
it
yeah, the first season.
with the intentions of using it. One of her jealous ass friends went and told it. See, that's why you keep your circle small.
Come on. You justify this shit?
Well, I'm not saying.
No, she telling the backdrop. I hope not.
I'm just saying.
No. Hold on. The reason I'm asking that is because she didn't say Mary Jane was foul. She said one of her hating ass friends. It didn't have nothing to do with what Mary Jane's issues was. She said the friend was the hater.
Why?
See?
Why?
Ron, what the fuck come up?
One of her hating ass friends went and told it because she
Why
wanted
is
the
her
man.
hating ass friend a
Because
hater?
she wanted the man. She wanted the man.
Maybe she wanted to give that
sperm.
man what he deserved
No,
and not.
she was watching the series. By season 3, it came out. She had been doing stuff for this man behind the scenes because she wanted him.
Okay.
So that's why she went and told him. Everybody else just laughed about it because they drinking or whatever. When she put it out, it was like, "Oh my girl, you didn't ha ha ha." Went on by his business. Her friend, her close friend, mind you, went and told it because she wanted that man.
Okay.
So now is Mary Jane foul, and if she has some mental stuff that she needs to work through, all through the series, absolutely.
Yeah, but I think that her friends depict the majority of females where they would have been like, ha ha ha, girl, you did.
Nah, I would be like, if you don't put that shit in the trash, what are you doing?
You're the one. You're the one.
My friends would tell me you are Lord.
So you telling me you don't know no females that have been like, yeah, girl, go on, get him.
Yeah. But they're not in my close circle.
Okay.
And
I'm just saying they out there.
I have people around me that's gonna tell me your ass is crazy. Give me that shit and go there.
Crazy.
Somebody pour another glass and give me this and put that in the trash.
I just want to know all those females that was applying it. Let's go ahead and use the male thing that we were talking about. Man, I've been poking holes in the condoms because girl got bread, man. She got that talk show or whatever.
Man, you crazy.
So would you add him on? Would you say, here's one free?
Nah.
I wouldn't. My question is this: the same females who are applying that, would they be saying that nigga is trash?
Yes.
Okay. That's all I want to put out
But
there.
but we always know that there's a double standard.
Okay, that's
It
cool.
is.
And I'm good with that. I'm okay with the double standards as long as you don't chastise me for mine.
Well, yeah, I mean that's just gonna happen.
Okay, cool. And I'm
I mean,
a
let's
chastise you
just
for
keep it
yours.
100.
I'm a
That's
chastise, and I'm a chastise.
It's going
So
to
so
happen
if people,
because
you're right.
we're all about this women empowerment, women movement, and there's a lot of people out there that says good for her.
Mm-hmm.
She got what she deserved.
Okay.
She took one for the team and she got her money. Well, what team you talking about?
Okay, well,
Because it's not gonna happen for everybody.
Okay.
She got a good one who just took her to court. She can get one who showed up at her doorstep trying to kill her
That's true.
for taking his sperm and having a kid and
Forcing him to be
now
a
coming back to sue him. She got a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Because had that been Stevie or Jamal, we probably would have been hearing her on the news.
I agree. So that said, I'm with you, and woman empowerment. She is woman.
That's
here,
not wrong. That's crazy.
No,
as
I know
hell.
it's crazy as hell, but some people will veil that. She did her thing. Cool. So when a dude leaves, the chick that came up with him for Rihanna or somebody else that got some money and they paid, I'm gonna root him on too. Dude, that's what's up, man. You held on to that ride or die until you had enough money to attract the upgrade. And I'm gonna clap for him in the background.
The only ones that go out and get people below their status, 9 times out of 10,
Politicians?
and athletes. Because the groupie done made it to the room with her legs wide open. And they coming for a come up.
Yeah.
Most of the ones that have $1 million, because you're not in their everyday circle, are going to deal with the people that have the same type of money that they have. So if she got pregnant by him, he ain't really worried about a whole lot. Her bread matches my bread. Yeah, I'll pay her a couple of whatever.
Because
Because
we're equal.
I was there, so
Yeah.
I'm good. Now I have to deal with, well, now she rich,
Mm-hmm.
or what is perceived to have money.
Yeah.
Now I gotta deal with her. We already know she's trifling
Mhm.
because of how y'all got to this point. Now going forward, we don't know what batshit crazy is finna do. We have no idea what batshit crazy is finna come up with.
Yeah, you're right, but I mean the same.
She was just looking for a come up. She probably still like,
She-
you know what? Now
yeah.
I'm on the right and narrow. It was just a financial hardship,
Mm-hmm.
and so I mean,
One
'cause she might not.
batshit crazy, always
She
batshit
shot
crazy.
a hell of a
Yeah.
shot, and she made it.
Yeah, one batshit crazy, always
Always.
batshit crazy. You cannot change
It
a
simmers.
person
It simmers
who
below the
they
surface.
are. I don't care how much counseling that person may come out of it, but you cannot change the
It
core
simmers.
of a person. This is
Right.
her core.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Right.
I mean, she had to.
So and
She
she's
had to
gonna
sit
be
there and
that
conjure
shit
that up.
going forward.
She
Ain't
sat
no
there and
telling.
conjured that up like.
She done won this money. She was like, oh shit, I'm gonna keep on. She don't make a song.
Right. You know
We
what I'm
need
saying?
Yeah.
to call the living increase. We need like still I can't put my son in this private school because
Yeah.
this $2 million ain't enough. I'm taking you
But
back.
say, but
to
she
court.
go, she
They
go.
got a song.
Listen,
Yeah.
right now, you know,
T-shirt.
she's riding high. You know, we definitely got to keep following this because that dude more than likely will probably get his child. It's probably like, you know
It
what?
don't seem like you want.
I want the custody.
Well, he ain't gonna get his money back, so you might as well go on and get it and make her ass pay.
I don't think this dude
I
really
don't
gave
think
it
that-
that $2 billion wasn't nothing for him apparently.
Shit, if he complaining, if it wasn't worth that,
I think he complaining out of principle more than
It's
about
like,
money.
like more than the money.
Yeah.
well, I mean, I can see that too. But if it really wasn't nothing, even in principle, fuck that. You know, you got me. There you go.
No.
But see, if I'm him, I'm thinking, what else is that shit gonna do?
Right.
Because she done came up with this.
Well, she just really wanted money. She don't care nothing about that nigga.
You let that $2 million disappear.
Yeah.
Because
It's
for
your
somebody,
business.
they have
But
to
he paying,
pay
but he
$2 million.
paying child support.
Yeah, so she good.
If it's monthly,
Right. Okay,
she
so
got,
$2
that's a
million
check that's
over.
continually. Yeah,
Okay,
that's what's
so
going
what
on.
is that? 8
36 months.
point something a year that has to continue. So she
Mhm.
has her businesses. So now she's in a different tax bracket than everybody. So she done moved out her little apartment or Adobe house that she had built or whatever the
Adobe.
situation was.
She out there spreading
Yeah,
clay.
that's
She
very
out
good.
there spreading clay up there.
You might as well just say claim or some shit. Marble.
You are so biased.
You done painted a hell of a picture. This,
Yeah.
I can't unseen it.
So
If
she
it's
done
upgraded.
Yeah.
Right? Now
Right.
she's living in the city. She
That's
got
right.
her condo.
Yeah.
With this money, she gonna have her
Y'all
child
just
is
telling the whole
different.
story.
Because
Filling
I
in the blank.
understand bad shit crazy.
Yeah.
Please understand. You can't tell me nothing about bad shit crazy.
Oh,
How do you know,
understand.
Ross? How do you
Because
know?
sometimes I'm bad. That's not my core. But I sometimes can be bad shit crazy.
Okay.
You have to put yourself in people's position
Right.
to understand who you talk to. I
Yeah.
know a lot of bad shit crazy ass people. So in order for me to say, why did you? No, give me a minute. Let me think. This is you. You did this because of this. Because the thought process, and her thought process is gonna be continual.
I wonder, did she put it in like right there in the moment, like, oh, this still fresh.
Let me go ahead and get
Let me
it
go
in
and
now.
get this in.
More than likely she did.
Right.
The
Because he
morning
wasn't in the
after.
room.
Prop the legs up on
Yeah,
pillars and all
she
kinds of
took a
stuff.
different
All
morning
you
after.
need is an
too.
eyebrow. That's it.
I mean, she, you know, of course, if she's cleaning up, that means, you know, he's gone.
It's the next day. It's
It's the
before
next
12.
day.
Right.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
might,
it's like
he
he
might
might-
not have been gone. He might have just been gone for the day.
Right, and so it's time, you know,
Yeah.
come through, clean up, and she seen, oh, this dude got,
He got a little bread. I thought.
you know, money.
Right.
And so, I mean, yeah,
That's how she
that's
looked at that
fine.
statement.
Yeah, you know, at the end, at the end of the day,
Then she looked at that
he got to hold
statement
himself
and
accountable. Too. He
said,
got comfortable. He got comfortable.
What you mean you're uncomfortable?
Well, why do you have
Yeah, I
your,
thought you should.
why do you have your
flush
bank
bodily
statement out?
fluid.
Oh, I ain't talking about. Oh, I ain't talking about that.
I mean,
That's
hold
just
on, I'm
like-
like, you should be able to do what you do with your used condoms.
Oh.
And
Oh no, I
feel
ain't talking
safe.
about the condom.
In
I'm
the
talking about.
idea that somebody go
I'm
fix
talking about
your
that
condom.
paperwork because see, if they
The
if you didn't
paperwork is
see-
one thing.
Right, that's what I'm talking about. Because if I didn't have my bank statement,
Hold on, you know, I ain't gonna say he got
But you know what? I mean,
apparently,
a lot of people.
apparently he had a wild night.
True.
Oh, you so
Yeah, but then evidently he was.
You got a wild
on
night that you was you
Sometimes
bragging
he-
on your bank account the other
Right.
day?
He might have been
Okay.
bragging on his bank account to get the pussy that he got.
So
That's
he
what I'm
was,
saying.
he was there to conduct some type of business.
Yeah.
That's just because he's staying in the hotel. This is
Mhm.
not his home. This is not his daily housekeeper at the mansion.
Right.
Made out of
Maybe it is. She might have
Ross
been
has
scouting.
constructed a whole story.
I'm telling you, that shit crazy.
You know this chick, huh?
I mean, she got
know
intimate
her.
details.
Right.
I know.
She
He's
done
a
told us-
businessman
Right, he's a
without his
businessman.
regular housekeeper.
This shit
Right.
sounds like a PBS special or something.
Ross
He's a
is rich,
businessman.
heaven. He's a businessman.
She lives
He
in an Adobe
is.
house.
Adobe house.
Her struggle is real.
And
When
he was
he-
the financial come up.
Right.
Two worlds collide
Right.
in an ultimate. Yeah, you know what I'm
This
saying?
is gonna be a 6-week episode right
Oh,
here.
man.
To
Cause I'm
be
telling-
continued.
Cause she
from
coming
God
back.
Almighty.
She is coming back. Cause she gonna run through that money so fast.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be applied towards the child, and she's gonna want more.
She's gonna get more too.
Well, she gonna get more just because again she's getting child support.
Mhm.
That was back.
But
And
she's
then
gonna
another-
want more than that. Now it's gonna be. You see how people sue? What's the rapper name that was in Houston or San Antonio? We did the story on the mother went back and re-sued for child support because she couldn't keep the child living in the same type of environment that he was used to. So she
You talking about Nas?
Nah.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
this is
we talking about
gonna
Nas.
be the same type of story. Well, I
Hold on, you
can't.
talking about police? Police?
Yeah,
baby?
Khalees and Nas.
I can't keep us living in the same
She
type of
did.
manner that we're used to living in once we got this 2 million.
Yeah.
So now I need an increase.
Then she
On
wanted to
this.
take the baby to Costa Rica.
Well, I mean, but we talking about America versus others.
Good
Even
words, I wanna say.
yeah, I'm gonna say even over here. I mean, she didn't win. You know, as I tell people all the time, you can sue for whatever you want to. Now, what you get is something totally different.
Well,
What you
I
walk
mean,
away with is totally different.
Yeah. I
Because
guess
she didn't
it's-
win that shit.
No.
Nothing.
And she couldn't take the.
So you know,
the son to-
here you know you can sue for what you want to. It sounds good until you hit a court, but
Yeah. And I guess it just depends on who your partner is too. I know Michael Jordan's wife. She got broke off. Real
No.
nice.
But she should have.
No, that was a pay me for my pain, and he gave her whatever she wanted. She
Yeah.
had the
But
best.
she should
And
have.
that's what I'm
But
saying. It
she
depends
should
on-
have.
But she had to
It
keep
depends
quiet.
on
As
who
you
you got.
notice, we have not heard or seen anything from her.
Juanita is living her bestest
Well,
life.
Very
man,
quietly.
Juanita, I mean, with the amount of money she got, she probably
Yeah.
went.
Yeah, I mean,
bought
she
a-
got
the
three
probably
best
went
million.
bought-
settlement.
she
Yeah, you
bought an
got
island
$200
and named it Mike.
yeah, he got $200 million.
She bought an island and named it Mike.
Let's get it. You know,
Juanita's over there doing her own thing.
yeah.
She's doing the dance.
Lord have mercy.
Yo, where the dudes that came up, man? Where
Caroline.
outside of Federline?
That's it.
Mary J. Blige,
Oh
ex-husband.
yeah, soon to be.
Yeah.
Listen, we're going into relationship topics now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
let's
she's
do
gonna
it.
have to pay
Because the
him.
thing
Okay,
is,
so Mary
that-
J. Blige, ex-husband.
and did you
Uh,
seen it?
Fantasia's current husband.
No, you mean baby dad.
Oh, no, that's her husband, right?
No, baby dad. The dude
No.
that worked at T-Mobile.
No,
that had the
no,
husband,
that's
had
the
the wife.
baby daddy. Yeah, that's the baby
That's the,
daddy.
that had the wife.
No, I'm talking about the dude that came up out of prison that she with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he has a trucking business.
Yeah, that's
But they married.
That's her truck.
that's what I said. That was a clip up. He came out of prison.
That lifted
Oh,
where you were going to me.
But he signed a prenup that she didn't even want to give him.
You know why? You know why? 'Cause
He
he's
said.
smart.
He said
He
no.
He's smart. Man, that is good game. That is, baby, I don't want none of your money. I signed this prenup. When I signed this prenup, she gonna open up the flood. Baby, you can have it all.
Yeah, you know.
That was good pimping.
Put
That
his
was
name
good
on
pimping.
this.
I mean, I
Put
guess if I'm looking
his
at her,
name on this. Put his name on that.
Well, you already- you know,
you're
we had
at Ross.
we had that conversation already.
Hey, I got a little crazy.
Yeah, like
I'm
I'm saying, in order
That was
to
good.
deal with crazy, you have to go to crazy.
I never said I wasn't. Yeah.
That's not my core, but like I said, you have to do batshit crazy stuff in order to understand batshit crazy people. She is Fantasia husband, true game.
Yeah, that
No.
Why he gotta be on game, man?
He may
You telling
love
me
it.
coming out of the whatever state prison he came out of, he didn't know who Fantasia was?
Okay, it's no different than old girl Cynthia Brown who married the little old gospel rapper.
And cool. She
Yeah,
came up
now
too.
his ex-wife is like, because she used to be with 909.
I'm not saying they don't have. I'm not saying
Total,
that.
and
I'm not
she
saying
like,
they don't have
oh,
a
they got
genuine
together
love.
for a hookup.
I'm not saying
Come
they
on.
don't have a genuine love.
But there's a benefit to
In the
that.
back of your mind, like, shit, I picked me a good one. On the way out.
Yeah,
On the way out.
only thing I gotta do is pay my husband for it.
Right.
Well, I think the only way I see it
I got
come up
this
is
train.
if she's cool or he's cool like that, where it's mutual. You know, even when they separate or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's mutual.
Mm-hmm.
Like to me, I think that's where the come up is like, oh, I know what type of chick I have. It didn't work. She got me. Like Mary J and no dude. You know, now she bitter. Oh, I'm not gonna talk to no man who ain't doing such and such, such and such. Well, I mean, you just made more money than him, and he just happened to be your manager.
Yeah, but the fact of the matter is, most dudes that Mary J. Blige would probably find herself dating, she probably makes more than that.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So you can't get mad at, well, but he was your manager.
Unless you're gonna pick somebody in the industry, but
Yeah.
I mean, even then, but he was your manager. You not. I mean, work. Y'all was in the business together.
I think that's why
did he help you make you money?
Say don't shit where you eat.
Yeah, but did he? My thing is, did he help you make money? Yeah. I mean,
But
because
she
the
was
court found that.
already established though.
But it don't. But he
But she was
managed.
on the decline of that establishment.
Right, but he managed her. That means as a professional, different from their marriage, he made sure she got booked. I mean, she had tax problems because of her, not because of her.
But he's gonna benefit out of that deal too.
Right, because she
Look,
was paying.
man, don't you dare shoot him down if this chick can get $2 million
Right.
for picking a card about the trade. See, that's what I'm talking
See,
about.
that's what I'm saying. We're not again looking at it from.
Let him be great.
And he is being great. But what the only thing I'm saying is that she was already in there. She was already married. It's not like she couldn't go hire somebody to get her finances back to where they need to be. It's not. He just came in. He whispered a couple of little, notes in her ear, and
Mm-hmm.
he can do this for her. And
Yeah.
he know this person. He know that person. He
Yeah.
can get her back to where she's going. And then bam, it took off. Mary's what's the sister Mary the one that's doing what's that? No, Mary. Those
The gospel sister.
yeah. Remember one of their husband is her manager.
Right.
But I mean he was managing before, but nobody knew who the hell he was.
Oh, we can look at Tamar and Vince. Now, watch this. I believe she used him.
She did.
She used him. She knew he was in the business.
Yeah. And she wanted to.
And as long as before the Braxtons came out, she was just some old, you didn't know nothing about her.
I didn't know she had the many sisters. Let me go ahead and
You
put that
didn't
out.
know nothing about her, but that whole time while that was going on, he was making deals with her, and getting everybody straight until, she got on TV. Okay, Vince, I want to go and do my music now. But then all of a sudden, he started losing weight, and then you start looking at him sideways because he was cool where he was.
Right, he was in his happy space.
But she was cool with it because guess what? Now, who want Vince? I want him. He a big teddy bear. But he started losing weight, and then if you look when he started losing weight, then that's when she started to change. He started to get a little healthier. And if you notice, that's when the shit started happening. See, as long as he was Big Vince, doing what he was doing,
Why he gotta be big?
taking the curl, because if you look at the timeline, think
Right.
about it. That's exactly what she was. She was quiet. I'm housewife. I'm such and such. I got my husband back. The minute that nigga started losing weight,
The
minute he started moving around,
he started putting on his hunting uniform.
right?
Yeah.
The minute he started looking a little bit more decent, she said,
Oh, hold up.
wait.
That's true.
I just want him now. Other people gonna be looking. And if you notice, the minute he started doing it, her ass started acting totally different. I want this deal. Because remember, before she jumped on the Breakfast Club, it was an article. I'm a housewife. This music thing I need to put to the side because it's interfering with me being a mother and a wife. And then all of a sudden, you just start seeing what? Like, damn, they wasn't together no more. He hit me. That big old nigga ain't hit me.
All right, well, me being the, a voice of the people, I'm gonna just say this. She did need to put that music thing to the side, but it didn't have shit to do with being a housewife class. So that's why she needs to put that shit to the
I
side.
was just gonna say
It had nothing to do with being a housewife. I think
She had all right cut.
Man.
I think one of them. It was one of them.
Man, you know what happened? She walked
That
by
first
and
song.
heard something
the
playing with.
first song.
That first song. Matter of fact, I jammed her.
The
She
first
had the
song
first
that
couple
she
about
came
3
out
songs
with.
that were kind of.
The sun shines on a dog's ass sometimes. This is what
What
happened.
song was that?
She
The
walked
first
by.
one that she came
Her
out
first
with.
single.
It's
All the way home or something like that.
She quit
Yeah.
because she walked by one day and heard one of them singles was like, ugh, who was that? They said, that's you.
Lord,
That's your ass.
Raw and uncut.
Right.
That's you without the.
That's you without all engineering.
Yeah, without the.
That's you without Tony coming in here and cleaning this shit up.
Yeah, going back and forth. This is how you sound, ma'am.
Right. This is how you actually sound. You know. So that's why she didn't put that music up to the side, because that just, you know what, it wasn't her lot in life. It wasn't.
Y'all didn't miss.
Well, it shouldn't have
I
never
ain't being messy. I'm being for real, man. Look.
come up and he did a great job with marketing her.
Yeah, he marketed her well, and you know, and all of that. But Tamar Braxton like that dope music. She just ain't.
No, she's not.
That's you know, at least in my opinion. Now, I mean, feel free to prove me wrong. I mean, anybody out there want to prove me wrong? Shoot me some music. Let me hear. Let me get on this Tamar
Well, in the
Braxton
age
way.
of Google, you
But
can,
until
you can
but
Google it. I
but
think
see,
that's
you
what
know
we
what? You're
said.
right. I could Google it, but from what I've heard, I have no desire to
It's all right.
type Tamar Braxton anywhere on my computer.
Oh my God.
So, yeah, that part.
Yeah, you
But
can-
if y'all want me to hear it, then feel free to send it to me, and I will listen. When you know, I'm tired of sticking needles in my eyes.
Well,
That's how I
that's
feel.
what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a quick break, do our little intermission, man, and we're gonna come back with the second half of the show. We're gonna jump into Cap and the relationship segment and T.I. because folks felt some type of way. I realized about T.I. saying he goes to the doctor with his daughter to check and see if her hymen is being broken. Basically, check and see ain't nobody hitting that thing. And so we're going to do that, and then we're going to come back with the rest of the show. Hey, so here's what happened, and I don't know what's because I'm playing the music right now. I never charged up the batteries. I literally took it out the box this morning.
Oh, I thought that was on auto or something.
No, I literally
They got plugs.
like before y'all came, maybe I don't
They
know,
got
hour or
plugs?
so. They are
Or they mount? Is it a mounted charger?
no, they're rechargeable batteries,
Oh,
so they don't plug to
Yeah,
anything.
they don't plug.
I just gotta put them on the thing in USB. So I never did it, so I didn't know how much they were gonna give. I mean, this is
have to
a
figure out because like you can't see us.
you can't you can't see us now. Well, I mean, this is our first one. You know, I can always I can always delete it and then keep it moving. We got the
Maybe
audio.
we can just sit on one side and have the cameras on this side. Because if B put on his head, then you can't see him at all. And especially if we're talking.
Oh yeah, I mean I'm looking. It's dark.
Yeah.
Everybody look. Only brightness is back here.
Yeah.
So hold on, let me try to see. But if not, again we still recording. That's really the main thing. And hopefully we ain't talking through this shit because I would really hate to be like we just did a test.
You know what?
A test show.
You know what? Fuck it. It's authentic. Put it out there. Fuck it.
Yeah.
It's genuine. It's authentic. People gonna get us.
So one thing that I want y'all to do too is because what I'm noticing, in which this software will actually.
So it's I can't hear
You can hear what?
the music.
You're not gonna be able to hear it. So we are at the stage where I had to get the
'Cause it's
audio
live.
first.
Oh.
So what's gonna happen, like I was telling Rocky, is that I have to now buy what you call basically use my tablet, and that's what the after party was doing. So when you look at the after party video of our show and it's playing the music because they're running the audio the same way we do it with the headphones through the Mevo. So it's just basically getting one thing taken care of at a time, You get what I'm saying? I got the audio part down, and I mean I couldn't do everything. So it's like
No, got it.
yeah, so that's what it is, and that's what me and Brock was talking about. So if you watching live, see they don't hear the music because there's no way for them to hear it. So when I run it through the tablet, because the tablet go end up being there on the back side of there with a mic. And so then when I run it through and play the music and the intro, everybody can hear that on the live. So yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. You know, just know, you know, we building and getting it together. The music is really good.
Playing some other music.
Okay, let's go and go back in because it's about 3 minutes.
Okay.
So as long as it's playing, everything is good. What? Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Once you come from there, man, because I need to go right out there and get my food. Okay. Well, it's 4 now, and I don't want to miss my food. Huh? When you come back. So no, I order food every week for lunch from a place called Nature's. Oh shit! Come on. Hey, listen, we are back. We just sitting up here talking because I ain't. That's why you need headphones. The music didn't just straight went out. But listen, we go jump into our uh, sports segment. We go hold everything else for last. Uh, you guys already know this past week has been kind of haywire for Colin Kaepernick. Uh, the NFL, after Blue called this random workout. It was to be held at in Atlanta at the Falcons, stadium or at their facility, whatever. Uh, the NFL had select media, select video folks. I mean, basically, they controlled the narrative from beginning to the end. On one hand, it seemed as if you know the NFL was trying to do a good thing by inviting him to come out. But then on the other hand, some stories or some reporters had basically mentioned is that this was basically a PR thing. One we can say, well,
So you blaming it on Jay Z?
Well, I ain't blaming it on Jay Z, but
yeah, I mean that's why he at the table, right?
right, but Sports Yahoo did say just like the NFL did with Jay Z, the Colin Kaepernick workout looks like a PR trap. Then there's another story by um, Sport Illustrated that says Colin Kaepernick just wants to play in the NFL. And then I found another article uh, as well, and that one was entitled uh, Colin Kaepernick workout in Atlanta for NFL team. And so let's wrap all this up over this past week again. They did it. And at the last minute, Kaepernick and his team basically shift everything uh, for them to control. Y'all want me here? No, we're gonna do it here. Y'all not gonna allow us to record, allow media in to see this workout. Well, I want everybody to see it because if it's open, then there won't be any problem. This is not controlled by the NFL. Basically, what he wanted was independent, you know, media. Nobody would take, both sides on anything. So, fast forward, he had a good workout. I watched it yesterday. It looked like it was over an hour or something. Basically, like he had, a set, plays, receivers, passes, basically just showing his versatility.
Right.
And then he ended the workout with a short interview. He did not take questions. He was just basically saying, listen, we've always been ready. We've been ready for the past 3 years. Uh, he just wants the NFL to be honest and transparent. We're not going anywhere. We're not hiding from anything. Any team is free to contact uh, uh, my agent. He's here. Basically just put it out there. Hey, listen, this is what it is. And just remember, we haven't heard from Colin Kaepernick in over 3 years. And so he spoke, but again, there were no questions that were going to be answered. And so now we are here to talk about it for everybody who's either seen it or haven't seen it. And this article that we're going to mention, even though I mentioned the other one, which was pretty much the last article that I seen about it. This is the statement that came from the Colin Kaepernick team. It says, because of a recent decision made by the NFL, the workout for Colin Kaepernick will be changing to the alternate location in Atlanta, which will now start at 4 p.m. Our representatives from clubs are invited to attend and will be provided the location. Further, all media will be invited to attend and upon request will be provided with the location. From the outset, Mr. Kaepernick requests a legitimate process, and from that is as a precondition to the workout. Let me make sure I got that right. A legitimate process, and from the outset, the NFL league office has not provided one. Gotcha. Most recently, the NFL has demanded that as a precondition to the workout, Mr. Kaepernick signed a unusual liability waiver that addresses employment-related issues and rejected the standard liability waiver from physical injury proposed by Mr. Kaepernick representatives. Additionally, Mr. Kaepernick requested all media to be allowed into the workout to observe and film it, and for an independent film crew to be there to ensure transparency. The NFL denied this request based on the prior conduct by the NFL League office. Mr. Kaepernick simply asked for a transparent and open process, which is why a new location has been selected for today. Mr. Kaepernick looks forward to seeing the representatives from the club today. Now, this was on yesterday and earlier before he did the workout. And so, what happened is there were initially 25 teams that were there in Atlanta. Of that 25, only 8 of them went to
city representatives.
40 miles outside of there. Went there with the Redskins, the Jets, the Lions. Pretty much teams that are.
The Cowboys, they sent somebody.
Oh, I didn't know they sent somebody because I had seen where
they sent somebody.
Jerry. Okay, so he a full of shit too because he was making it seem like, we're not gonna go. Look. But in a nutshell, only a handful of teams showed up, and here we are. So what does everybody think about it? Because it just seems like it's a game of cat and mouse in the NFL, and what they're basically trying to do to me is they're trying to put as long as it's out there and Colin Kaepernick is not playing,
right,
and he's not playing by the rules that they want to set for him, this is going to always be an issue with the NFL. And I think they were trying to, put smoke on it, or what do you say? Put the fire out.
Yeah.
By saying let's offer something. Let's do it our way. This is how we're gonna do it, and this is what you're gonna accept. As me and B Rock was talking before the show. Well, if you show up, we can say, we can close that door and say, you know what? We tried to work them out, and the team just didn't want him.
Right.
But then if he shows up and he work out well, again, we can say
if nobody saw it, then it doesn't matter.
Right, because again, they wanted to control the video, the narrative
of everything. Right.
So then they can show you what they want to. You know how, listen, if you've ever played sports and it's called highlights. Well, guess what? Well, from what I'm hearing is we wanted to record it because we were going to distribute it to the NFL team. Well, the problem with that is that that's not your job as the NFL. You oversee the owners. The football teams have their own representatives that do this.
Yeah. Which
goes back to the NFL didn't have to call this. Any team at any time can bring Colin in.
Right.
So you wasn't helping Colin. You wasn't helping him. You wasn't helping the football teams either. Y'all was just helping yourself.
Yeah.
Just to say, you know what, we
Trying to save face,
We
man.
tried.
yeah, we
Because
tried.
his name is still out there. People are still talking about him. People are still mentioning him.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the teams that are playing, look at the quarterbacks that are out there. He's still at the top. And so they're asking, if you have this man over here that's still in good condition, that's working, why ain't nobody went and got him? Why y'all still letting these subpar quarterbacks run these teams and y'all ain't getting nobody else? You have somebody over here that can do it. Okay, well let's put together something just to say we tried. It didn't work out for us. And then with him changing the venue, with him bringing in his own receivers,
We just gave him more reason.
with him doing all the stuff he did, now it's like, well, we tried to work with him, and he ain't trying.
Right.
So we don't want him.
Yeah, just even the language in, and I'm not saying I don't agree with him. I'm just looking at, just I can already see the narrative being painted when he, says the ball is in your court, we're ready to go, or where he says I've been ready for 3 years and I've been denied for 3 years. I just want to, show this in front of everybody. We have nothing to hide, so we're waiting on 32 owners, 32 teams. Roger Goodell and all of them to stop running from the truth, and stop running from the people. So how can I put it? He's calling out what's going on, but you thumping the nose of a big bad wolf and they ain't gonna work with you. And I do believe that that's the problem that he's trying to point out, but it's not going to help his cause in the moment. If his cause is to play, he didn't help himself.
He's still being looked at as being rebellious.
But that's what I'm saying. It was one of those situations from the jump where it really wasn't about trying to get you in the league. And what I love is that he realized it. See, I don't see it that way. He already realized that this was really never about trying to get me in the league, because again, the NFL don't have to do that. That's not.
It's a right to hire
situation. But not only that, every team is independent.
Right.
So the NFL doesn't have to play mediator between.
No, the teams can just say
that you can just go straight to them. And so what I took it is,
they do have to play mediator in this, because, like you're saying, this can be a PR nightmare for them.
For who?
For the NFL, if they can't control the narrative, they see this as a potential PR nightmare.
Right. So, and that's like I said, that just go back to what I'm saying. I think in his statements, what he's saying is I realized that. I realized the minute y'all sent me this shit last minute. I realized that the minute, again, you guys have made everything about you, and then what we wanted to do, you said no to.
Right, the timing.
Because
you don't even know who actually called this meeting. Who called for him to come and show up?
No, it was Roger. Roger Goodell.
Well, they never did let him know. His manager or agent did a press conference after the workout, and he said, because they were, was asking, well, why did you change it? He was like, well, they still haven't even let us know who called for this workout. We asked him if we can do it on a Tuesday, which would be a better day for most NFL coaches.
Right, because most of them are off. Tuesday's the off day too.
Right, and they said no. We asked about a change of venue. They said no. They want to do it on a Saturday when they're they're traveling, they're getting ready for their game. So how can they come and watch this man play?
The higher execs won't be able. Well, it'll be rough for some of the higher ups.
Right.
They can send scouts.
So he was, and that's what he was telling them. That's why we kind of did it this way. If they want to play with me, then I'm going to do it my way, and this is my way. So now, like you said, the ball is in their court. They can figure out what to do, but the NFL is going to come back with something. They don't want him in there. But they're still saying if he really wanted to play,
he would play ball our way.
Right, then he'll play by our rules. Why did he take a knee if he really wanted to play? Well, when did standing up for something that you believe in and going to work every day become so parallel with each other.
Right.
That's something totally different. So he kneeled for something that he believed in. You have a lot of people protesting
Yeah.
in the sports realm. So why was this so big? Why was this
You have a lot of people protesting just in life in general.
right? And they got fired for their job.
Well, I mean, like I said, you, ultimately it does for me. It really doesn't look good for the NFL. Hence the reason why they're trying to pull all this stuff out.
Doesn't look good for the NFL to who?
To them, they don't, it's no different than them bringing in Jay-Z. The reason why
No,
the reason
no,
why you
no.
don't
I
have
think you're saying it doesn't look good for them, but to who? Who is saying that?
for them the NFL to the NFL.
So you think
This
the
is
NFL doesn't
still
think they look good?
right. This is still a thorn in the side for them. So I'm gonna give you a prime example. How do we stop these players from getting on one knee? What we did is we got into this little fake coalition to make them seem like we helping. So now you don't see them dudes who's kneeling no more.
Yeah, so I don't think they
so to them, we did it with them because we got them thinking, okay, well we actually doing something. So now we ain't got all these folks kneeling. We brought in Jay-Z because it was really to kind of tell everybody, all right, see, we got these black dudes, let's move on. Jay-Z was saying it himself. He was trying to speak for Colin. Okay, here we got Jay-Z here. And so Jay-Z, since Jay-Z is influential, he's saying move on. We are past the kneeling. See, the language and everything that they're doing is there. And so how do we close this chapter? Now that we did that with the players, and just look at the strategy.
But
We
see, I
did that with the
think
players.
Jay-Z's stance on that. I don't think. I know a lot of people took it as if he was saying that he was belittling Colin's protest. But I honestly don't believe that. I think he was saying, "All right, what's next? What's the next move? Yeah, we're kneeling, but what's next?"
But he was clear. He said we're beyond. See, he can't.
Yeah, and
then
he came behind and said, "So what's next? What's the next move? Are we
right.
just gonna be kneeling and that's it? What's next?"
Right. But what's next? We're vague on. See, it's understanding the game.
We're vague because Colin won't come out and say what's next. It's his stance. So what's next, dude?
No, but then so for me
doing?
is if you're asking what next, you go back and watch that interview. It was only one black person in there, and again, it was controlled.
Right. I'm not saying that.
So again, Jay-Z does not have a problem with being a puppet to anything. He was with the Nets. He got in there and got them black folks to thinking, well, I'm a part of the Nets. This is a good thing. So they're coming in. And then we find out you really wasn't. And once they moved in, I gone and sold my little stake in the Nets. And so now I'm not there. Jay-Z does not have a problem with being a math tool for the people that cuss him a check. We know more about the entertainment side versus this whole social justice. So when a man who does not really stand for nothing, because I don't care about the jersey you wear for him. At the end of the day, when it came to defending Colin, if you cared about Colin, you would have made it by Colin in your conversation that y'all were having. For a man to turn around and say, well, while Roger Goodell sat there with his face and quiet, we've moved past kneeling. What did Eric Reed say to that statement? See, the only person that's really qualified to talk about this is the person that's with Colin in this fight, not Jay-Z. Jay-Z is not qualified to turn around and say we moved past. And while you got this white man sitting on the side who just sat there smiling.
I'm not going.
I mean that you can say that, but for the majority of people who understand what's really going on with why Jay-Z is here, again, chapter 1 was let's get the players straight.
Right.
We got them because we did something. Now let's bring you into phase 2 is what we'll do is we'll bring Jay-Z and then what we'll do is try to sprinkle in some sort of injustice with it. But we know right now this is just entertainment.
Right.
And he says we've moved past kneeling, blah 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 blah. So what we gonna do? And again, that might sound right, but while you got that white man there, that Jay-Z was no more than just that mouthpiece to say that. I can't say we moved past it, but if I get Jay-Z to say it, folks are going to listen. And so now we got Jay-Z. Now hold on, now we got Jay-Z. So now how do we close this chapter in Colin Kaepernick? What now we do is we'll set up for you a workout. But again, you're controlling it. See, you can Jay-Z didn't say Jay-Z didn't have any rules to how it was done. Okay, I do. The NFL, the players didn't have no rules. And those who understood the game of it didn't even touch that, what's they call it, some 902, so whatever that little old coalition thing is. The players that understood what the game really was would say, nah, I'm not going to touch it. And so again, fast forward, then you have Colin Kaepernick, who turned around and said, well, no, all I'm asking is for video. I don't want to do this little old waiver because it's not the same waiver for everybody else.
Right.
Y'all changing it up for me. Now, for everybody else, so it goes back to control, where I understand teams will say, well, see, he's still being difficult.
Yeah.
I'm saying I ride with him because he understands that, no, you can't control me. Only people that are in the league that's still playing, Josh Gordon. How many times have we seen him on drugs? You know why he's still in the league? Because we can control it. We can control him. How many chances did he get? This dude has been on how many teams? And what is the
he's
right?
been on 2 teams, but he's got a lot of chances.
Right. So how many and how long was he out the league? He was out the league damn near 2
2
years.
years.
But the reason why he jumped back into the league is because we can control him. He's going to be like, oh, well, okay. But you have somebody like Colin who's saying, no, y'all can't control me. Y'all can't tell me to jump when you want me to jump. And so
I'm not
saying
knocking any of that. I'm really not. I'm just saying, what's the goal?
for who?
For Colin.
Colin want to play.
He want to play. That's his goal.
All right.
On the injustice part of it, he's already made it clear. Listen, what I work and do outside of football is what I work and do outside of football.
And again, I get all of that. And all I'm saying, and I'm not saying that Colin is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying Colin shouldn't feel the way that he feels. I'm saying with the NFL being the machine that it is, the way he went about it is probably not going to help you get the job if the goal is to play.
So how should he have went about it?
Job anyway.
Listen, I watched on TV this morning, and a commentator said that from the people who got information about it and who watched it, you know what they said? It didn't change nothing for me.
Exactly.
So again, it was always about the NFL trying to close a chapter in this on this. Put a lid on.
I'm not disagreeing with any of that. I'm saying if Colin's idea was not only am I gonna get a job, I'm gonna tell y'all how full of shit y'all are on my way in the door. It probably ain't gonna work out in 4 minutes fast.
So where did he tell him he was full of shit? Other than just speaking his mind.
I didn't say. Hold on. Matter of fact, here we go. Where he says, where he goes on his quotes about they need to face the truth. They need to say what this is really about. I'm waiting on the 32 owners and the 32 teams and Roger Goodell to go ahead and be honest about what's going on. The ball is in your court. I'm waiting on you. Yeah, he's speaking his mind. I'm not knocking him for it.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you feel. Stand on that. What I am saying is, probably ain't gonna help your goal if your goal is to play. Now, if your goal is to prove the point that hey, if as long as I'm being an individual, they ain't gonna hire me, then you're gonna prove that point. But if your goal is to actually play, they ain't gonna do it.
Right, but what I'm saying is, what's the other way? If that wasn't the right way, what's the right way?
I didn't say it was right or wrong. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that what he did was wrong. That's how he felt. I'm saying that because he still feels that way, they look at him as an issue. He's not gonna get the job.
Right, and so
I'm not sitting there saying, "Oh, Colin, you were wrong. You should have did it this way to get the job." What I am saying is, if his intention was to get the job with this NFL, he was gonna have to pander, and that ain't what he's gonna do. But he's also not gonna get the job.
well, okay. So, because I'm lost. I mean, my thing is, if that wasn't the right way, then what would have been the right? What I'm saying so if that wasn't the right way to go about it, well, then what would be the right way?
Like
what
I
I'm
said,
saying
you
is,
got to pander. You got if his ultimate goal is alright.
but he said, "Well, I'm ready to play. I've been ready to play." He made that clear from the beginning. Now, with him saying, "Well, I want y'all to say what it really is,"
the NFL is saying, basically the NFL is saying, you can want what you want, but we ain't got to say a damn thing.
but you're showing.
Showing and saying are two different things. If I say it, I remove all doubt. My showing is left up to the perception of the people viewing it. And unfortunately for the people who want to see that injustice of Colin being left out, they ain't the ones who got the money that backs the NFL. I mean, yes, the fans hold a big part, but it's the people who are, buying these luxury suites and, paying money, your endorsement people. All that. Those are the ones who, were like, we can't stand for this kneeling thing. So the money is what matters. The people who actually give a damn about what's going on with Colin don't got enough bargaining or buying power to really affect it.
Well, I mean, I don't know. It's a mixed thing. I mean, what I believe and I'm not gonna believe what I see and what we see from Colin. Colin is not the one begging for a job. Colin has not since he been out.
Yeah,
That's one thing that I think we also need to make clear is that it's a reason, and he's been smart and not saying nothing. I don't have to say anything.
Yeah.
I've been working out for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
The fact is that at the end of the day, all these quarterbacks that y'all bringing in, you're looking over me for a reason. Now I'm not tripping because clearly I'm making money. I'm really not tripping, but so that's why I say I look at that end part of what he was saying differently because he's saying, listen, I've been ready. All I've been wanting is transparency. Now, if the NFL haven't been transparent, he has every right to say, well, you know what? This is all I've really been wanting. It's transparency. Because again, you're not really helping Colin. Colin is clearly making nice money within 3 years.
And that's fine, but I don't think that is hurting the NFL as much as people would like to believe either. The NFL did.
Well, commentator. Well, the NFL is saying it. That's why they're doing something about it.
They're saying it because.
But they're doing it. But again, it goes back to what you said. Well, in this case, they didn't have to say nothing. They're showing you that it is hurting us. Because as long as it's out there, as long as he's not playing and they don't control it, it's going to forever be a thorn in the NFL side. They knew it. Again, why are you putting together a workout for a man that can already speak to any team they want to? It goes, like I said, I watched it this morning. Nothing that the NFL did, 32 teams can already do. They showed you it was. Why we having problems with African Americans in this whole entertainment thing? Let's bring in Jay-Z. Because they're understanding that they have a problem. We got all this African American talent in this league, but we're white. We're mostly white. They know it. And as long as and what they thought was, let's say business, let's play that, just say Colin played fairly, right? Mm-hmm. And he went. You wouldn't go hear about Colin no more. There would be no more conversations about Colin. Colin would have worked out. He would have got recorded the way we recorded. We're going to say he did everything that they did. Mm-hmm. The 25 teams seen him. You're not going to hear about Colin no more. Because the only thing that the NFL is going to say is, we gave him opportunity. Yeah, we looked.
Nobody wants to pick him up.
Nobody won't. Now watch this. Can you still say that now? No, you can't. You can't. The NFL can't say that.
They can't say that nobody wants to pick him up.
The NFL can't say that. They can't say, well, you know what, we tried. No, what y'all tried, and what Colin is saying is, what y'all tried was not fair. It wasn't transparent. Again, y'all control it. You didn't meet me halfway. If this is a business transaction, the negotiation didn't go two ways. It went one way. And you wanted me to follow. But again, if Colin did everything that they wanted to do, it would be swept under the rug. We tried. We gave him opportunity. We did it. Here's this so-called video. We did all this. And then this is how shiesty the NFL, and I'm not sure y'all know about it. It come out this morning that the NFL said no because they threw a lie that Nike wanted to film a commercial. Nike said, "No, hold up, don't throw us under the bus like that."
Because if we want to do a commercial,
we don't need to take him anywhere for a commercial. We can film him. I mean, he's on a contract. Yeah. We can film him at any time. That's why I said this is a PR nightmare in the NFL. Knowing when you get to throwing out their lies, you talk about Nike. Nike say, you know what? We don't really need.
I mean, Nike and the NFL have a long-standing history anyway. Phil Knight been bumping heads with the NFL for a while. Mm-hmm. So I mean that's.
But I'm just saying that just goes to how the NFL is trying to make sure
I
they
get,
keep it going.
I get what you're saying, but what the NFL can also, and this is the fight that they've been fighting the entire time. If you're going, if you're going for a job interview, more often than not, when do you get to dictate where the damn interview is?
Is this a job interview? This wasn't no job interview.
Trial is kind of like.
I'm gonna disagree with that. I'm gonna disagree with that. What team brought him in?
He
Not
interviewed. Just you don't get hired every time you interview.
Listen, you can play the word game, but what team brought him in to interview him?
He didn't allow it.
No, listen to what I'm saying. I'm gonna ask you again because now you're running around it. What team interviewed him?
The organization.
The NFL don't have. The NFL can't put him on no team. What team? I'm gonna ask you again, bro.
And I'm gonna answer it the same.
Because you're talking interview versus who can choose what team brought him in.
So when in the terms of interview, let me make sure that we're on the right page so you can understand where I'm coming from. In the terms of interview, you're talking about an exchange of words between a hiring organization and the individual wanting to be hired, right?
Of how I'm looking at the interview?
Yeah.
Well, with the NFL,
basically
I
know, but what you're saying is what team brought him in, meaning they brought him in, asked him questions, etc.
Right, because you said the NFL this is
an
interview, so who pick and choose where they have interviews? Well, there are some companies that you can't.
Yeah, there's some. I'm not saying there's some, but there's some that you can, but there's also a lot that you can't. So what I'm saying is this: yes, no team brought him in and exchanged words with him, but with his occupation. The damn workout is just as much a part of an interview process as anything. Because I need to see you work out and say, okay, let's bring you in and talk. So it's part of the interview.
Columbine, what is that? Columbine?
No, yeah, Columbine.
Columbine. Isn't that pretty much the same thing when they go watch the college kids?
Oh, the combine?
Combine.
She said Columbine, so I don't think I know movie.
Like in high school, that's what they do.
Right, but isn't that still considered the interview because they're looking, even though they have watched this person through their college career, now they have them in a controlled space.
I'm glad you used
doing controlled things to see if this is the person that they want to see what their physical.
The physical part of their
part of their job, which is what he's going to do. So technically, yes,
the workout is part of the interview.
The second part, as they say, you have higher phases because first you go in and you take the little written, and then you come back and you do.
You might do a second test now. Now you got to do a test on the computer.
But then you got to sit down in front of the people.
Your little written is saying, you're capable of doing the job. The workout is saying, okay, you're capable of throwing a ball. So now let's see if our personality is.
It's one or two steps.
It's part of the interview.
NFL.
As a matter of fact, for the combine, now you got me calling the damn combine. For the combine, during the commercials, one of the biggest things that they promote. Oh, these 200 or so young men are here for what? The biggest job interview of their life.
Okay, but so now we're using the power of marketing. That wouldn't mean that's what it is.
It's part of the interview. The workout is part of the interview. You cannot tell me. All right, look.
I would have to side with Brock on it.
I mean, and that's fine. I mean, listen, you can say how you want to, but again, the NFL is not hiring him. The NFL is not
hiring him at the combine, but they gotta come and work out. So that the hiring firms can say,
the media.
He is
listen, we look at commercials right now that make smoking cool. We look at commercials that tell us Burger King is healthy, that McDonald's is healthy. That's where you want to go, but we know that guess what? Eating fast food is not good for you. So when we talk about it from a media standpoint, and this is the biggest interview, I get that. However, that ain't what that is. My point is that the NFL.
We just have to agree to disagree.
And that's fine. What I'm saying is the NFL is not cutting Colin a check when he go on a team. It's going to be
they don't have to, but
the NFL did not. What I'm saying is the NFL.
You don't get cut a check for the interview.
Listen to me. What I'm saying is that ultimately, wherever he goes, it's going to be that team.
Right.
Where he goes. But I'm saying is, so in other words, let me ask again, since this was an interview, what was the NFL literally going to do for him? Because were they going to do anything for him that he can't do himself?
So question. So when we have the big God, my words are just gone this afternoon.
What?
The big at the convention center where they
Grand
say
Session?
no, not us, but just
Yeah, I
Dallas.
I'm like, cause I'm thinking, yeah.
but Dallas in general, where they bring in all these companies and
The Dallas Expo or something?
it's like the expo, but it's for interviews. So you
Right.
go and you
It's like a
can
job
dress up.
fair.
A job fair.
There
Gotcha.
we go. There we go. So to me, it's the same thing. The individual companies is not putting together the job fair.
But
Dallas County Commissioner's Office is putting together this job. I think one year it was a hospital that put together this job fair. You come in, you set up. The applicants is gonna come around. You talk to them if you want to. You take their paperwork
if you want to.
if you want to,
Hold up,
and
Ryan.
then you decide. So the NFL,
Okay, I see how you try to swing it.
Part of your job is to be able to
So,
run,
but watch
throw, and
this.
catch.
Right.
So watch this, Rob,
so
but
they
this is
put
what I was
together
saying.
a forum for him to come and try out for the team.
So I would say this, Ross, today, and I get you what you're saying. But when you go to a job, fair, right? You go to them, correct? When you at a booth,
Well, he did go to
ain't nobody coming, ain't nobody saying, hey, I want to specifically see you. You going to them for information with a job fair.
Well, we all know the NFL is different. We know college
Right.
situation is a
It's
little
different, but
Which
I
is
think
my whole
the
point that it's
NFL
all different.
But
Right,
I mean,
if we
it's
go- if we
different,
go
but it's
in
still,
there.
but his
But I think
physical
the
tools
NFL
are still part of the interview process.
Right, because they did the same thing for T.O. T.O. tried out for a couple of teams
Yeah,
out here a couple of years
T.O.
ago.
was doing sit-ups in the driveway.
Right, so
He
it's
was doing
the same thing right here.
Right, and so-
his
If
physical,
they
his
don't
ability
want you, they put together this facade. Okay, let's just throw some shit out there to get these people on our back, to make these people happy, and then at the end of it, we come out looking good because we tried.
Right, and
Hold
so
on,
that's-
you
but
know,
that's the
Dallas
whole
County
point.
looks good because they held the job fair. But the dude who walked in there and said, you know what, I don't want the job fair to be at the convention center. I want it to be at the park.
Right,
Well, he just didn't get a job in
right. We didn't go to the park. We went to the convention center. Better luck next time.
there.
That's pretty much what they did. And because Colin saw it, he knew what was going on.
Mhm.
Because that's his intellect. He's smart like
Right.
that. He can foresee. He said,
No, we're going to do it here.
Let's do it over here. Because when I was asking you guys about what's going on, what is this, what is that, I didn't get any answers, so y'all playing it.
Mhm.
So, heads, playing you too.
Right.
We're gonna move it 40, we're gonna move
Right.
it 40 miles down this way.
Right,
Now you wanna come see me, and I'm gonna open it up.
right. And
I'm gonna
so
let
I
everybody
think
see what I can do. So you can't go back and say,
That I had a bad
well,
workout.
he had a bad workout, his routes wasn't together, his throwing was off, he couldn't do this, he couldn't do that, because now you're dictating the
ooh,
narrative.
so you got me thinking. Now watch this,
Now
Rob.
I'm dictating the narrative on my situation.
How about this?
But
I'm opening it up to
Dic-
everybody to
dictating
see
it or
that I
not.
can do what I can do.
Right, and I agree with you on that, and I'm not saying that any of that is wrong. The only thing I'm saying is, cool, you dictated it. But if the goal is to play, probably ain't gonna happen. They're gonna be like, oh, you
But
know,
see,
He's not
that's
gonna play anyway.
Right, see, that's what-
Because
okay,
he's
so y'all
not
saying a
going
couple
to.
things.
and that's why I said, what is the actual goal?
Yeah, he's
So-
not
so-
gonna play anyway because they don't want him.
Right,
They don't want him because he's not gonna stop standing up for what is right.
right.
So the next time something happens, he's gonna be on his knee, and this time he may have a
So watch
flag
this,
tied
though.
around his damn head.
How about this?
We
It was
don't
never-
know, and they don't want to see.
But watch this,
Exactly.
Roz. Y'all saying this. How about this? And I was just thinking about it. See, it was never about the workout. We know that.
Right.
It was about, can you obey? That's all we trying to see is, can you obey?
And he cannot.
Now we knew, cause I mean, again, I get everything y'all saying, but that really was what it boiled down to.
Yeah, it was.
Can you obey?
And the answer is
No.
okay.
Now, for those
Now
who
I'm not sitting again. I'm not sitting here trying to sound like Uncle Ruckus and say that he should. I'm just saying.
no,
that
listen.
You can't.
Right, no, everything was.
He's
See,
not.
all of it was.
Well, yeah, he won't. He
All
will
of
not.
it was the setup because we gotta have this conversation because somebody go listen and say, well, you know, why he didn't do this, or he should have done this and he shouldn't have done that.
Because
And-
his moral compass tells him to do otherwise.
right,
Right.
and also we gotta give the backdrop, which is what I read what this representative is saying is what he's talking about is transparency. he knew this was not gonna get me back in the league.
And that's
And so
why I
with
go
his
back to what I was saying
intellect,
about the GOAT.
right, but that's what I'm saying. And with his intellect, let me use this platform now since I haven't talked in 3 years.
Let me speak
To
for
say
myself.
right. Let me go on and say we'll put it out there for what it is. We wanted transparency, y'all didn't want it. You know, we wanted this to be open and recorded by all media. Y'all didn't want that. And so I think for him in there, what he was saying is no, I'ma shoot my last shot.
And Mikey gonna make a commercial regardless.
Right.
He ain't.
I'ma shoot.
He said, "Fuck that shot." That's what he said.
Yeah, I'ma shoot this. But I'm just saying, you talking about petty.
Yeah.
I'ma shoot my last shot. And now I still got the last word about it. Y'all wanted this. I asked for transparency. Y'all did.
Yeah.
I know I'm not gonna go back to the league no time soon. But since y'all
Yeah, probably not. Yeah.
right now, but and that's probably the case. But I think, like I said, and we're gonna go on to the next thing was I knew that this was a setup from the jump. Let me put it out there and let the folks know what it was. Because at the end, see, he still won, and the NFL is still gonna have a problem. He still won. He still getting
okay.
He's still getting his paper. So
Yeah, see, I'm getting a check
He
anyway.
me.
Yeah, Nike.
And so-
good. He got his settlement from the league.
Right.
I'm pretty sure.
And
he
we don't
got
really know what
right,
that
what
was.
else he got going on.
Yeah, whatever. But what I say is by him winning is that he still gets the laugh in his day. I know I'm not gonna go to the league. I know ain't nobody gonna pick me because we already know anybody can holler at you anytime. I know that. But now y'all done gave me a platform. I can say, well, this is what y'all asked for, and we asked for this, and you said no.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what they were basically trying to do to him. We go invite you, and if I show up, then we can say, well, we tried to do something for you.
Right.
If I don't show up, you can say, well, you know what? You just didn't offer. See how difficult he is. And he ended it. The interview really tell you, you know, it's like reading a story. You know, if you read the beginning part, the first paragraph of a story, you can pretty much get
The gist of
what it's going to be about. You learn that in English.
Yeah.
It's either going to be at the beginning.
First two sentences are the last two.
Right.
Sentences.
It's either going to be at the beginning.
Yeah.
And I believe, since he didn't say nothing in the beginning, he gave us two things to let everybody know what it was. We released this statement. And if you notice, it hit everything that we asked for was trying to negotiate. Y'all said no to. So right there it says, well, you know what? No, I was trying to be cooperative, but y'all was telling me no. So I won right there. And then in the end, y'all didn't want to have no interviews. Y'all didn't want people to kind of talk to me. Didn't want to be open. Now I can just, what do they call it, reiterate. This is really what it was. And so that's why I say for me, he won. Because he already know, man, ain't nobody want to holler at me. Ain't nobody really coming. If they was coming for me, they were going to be coming. But let me show y'all I'm ready. Let me show you I'm still physically fit. Erase all doubt. And that's basically what he was saying. I've been ready. We just waiting on y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all can get at me. It ain't no middleman. Y'all can just holler at my little old agent and we go keep it moving. And so like I said, man, you know, like one of the commentators said on TV, it was messy from the beginning.
Right.
Yeah.
It was already messy. And this just keeps it messier. Because he's still not playing. And the NFL still got to try to figure out, you know, how we go kind of move on from it. Because it's going to forever be a stain, you know. Thinking about it, what's his name? Walton, the greatest basketball player. What's his name?
Bill Walton.
Bill Walton.
Hold on.
Bill, that's his name. Bill, the black dude, gray hair, won 11 titles.
I know you talking about
Bill
Russell.
Bill Russell. I was just reading earlier this week where Bill Russell had just received his Hall of Fame.
Yeah, because he said he didn't deserve to be the first black man
Right.
in the Hall of Fame.
Now, if he can stand that for over what, 30 years, 40 years?
Yeah.
Because that was his own protest.
Yeah.
You
That
know,
was his own personal protest.
You know, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and all them. That's who they went to on all this stuff. And so,
Yeah.
if he could stand out for 40, ain't missed a beat, finally received it in a private setting, I can understand what Colin is doing. After seeing what the reason why Bill Russell never considered himself a Hall of Famer, never wanted to accept it because his whole point was, I'm not the first nothing. There are people before me that weren't just as good as me, but they paved the way for me. Let's acknowledge them and then give me my Hall of Fame. And when they did that, that's exactly what he did. I see him and Colin in that same light. I see Colin in that same light as being. Y'all can play whatever game you want to. Y'all can keep on giving me chances because NBA did it with Bill Russell. I'm good. I ain't gonna show up. I'm good until you did X, Y, Z. So you know,
it's bigger than that.
right? That's what I'm saying. It's bigger than that, and Colin understands it, and I think all he's saying is the NFL. Y'all need to understand it too. You know, it's bigger than just playing football. It's just bigger.
Yeah, and if that's the case for Colin, I have the utmost respect for him.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, my biggest thing was, what's your goal? If your goal is to prove that point and give that last petty jab, mission accomplished. If your goal is to actually get on a team, mission probably not accomplished.
Well, like I think his goal was is what he said at the beginning. I've showed y'all I've been ready. My workout has been that's my goal. I've showed y'all that I've been showing y'all I've been ready. I've been practicing every day. I'm physically fit after 3 years.
Right.
And ultimately, my goal is like you've been saying, I want to get in the NFL. Y'all see what
But
I'm
y'all
doing.
gotta take me how I am.
Take me as I am.
Right. Again, like I said, I don't have any issues with that. But I'm also not the deciding authority in this regard either. I'm pretty sure the deciding authority is like, all right, you want to do your own thing? You can continue to do your own thing outside of my league.
Yeah, like I said, it was never about your physical
Yeah.
fitness. It was never about your intelligence. It was more or less about can you obey? Can you follow instructions? Almost like a child. Let's see if you can follow instructions.
Right.
And you knew he gonna follow instructions.
Right. I do want to say one thing. I know we got to go to the next segment, but I want to say this as a vet. I know a lot of times the narrative with Colin Kaepernick, from what is being put out, is that the veterans were appalled by this as well, and that he's being disrespectful to the veterans and the veterans and the veterans, right? For those who don't know, I'm an Army vet. That said, as an Army vet, I feel like his ability to peacefully protest in whatever manner he sees fit was part of the reason why I was fighting. That's what I was fighting for.
Mm-hmm.
For people like Colin or whomever to protest in that matter. So to go against that and call that unpatriotic to me is a little bit backwards.
Yeah, well, speaking of that, you had them veterans that was out there that didn't agree with his ass.
Yeah, but again,
and I was like,
there's veterans that didn't agree with him, but those veterans, again, that's what we were fighting for them to have the right to not agree, but also for veterans like me that actually are like, hey.
Yeah. I mean, my thing is, how you gonna protest a protest?
I mean,
you mad at his First Amendment right
again,
to peaceful protest,
right?
But you got a problem with his
right
peaceful protest.
Again, little asinine.
Yeah. But listen, with that being said, man, let's go on and let's jump into this relationship segment, man, and wrap this thing up because we can jump into TI next week, next Sunday. We'll say that for next Sunday show. But we gotta talk about this old crazy ass post that I ran across.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh man. Roz, I found one. This woman was real. I went right back to the post.
Is she cute?
Hell no, she ain't. With that old, go find her. Her name is Ogi Nasima. She from Africa. Something's going on over in Africa. It just ain't right. But she's not from here. But in any case, she says, ladies, when a man asks you out on a date, do not decline because you have a boyfriend. Going out on a date is not to make out, but a friendly offer for the purpose of getting to know you better and be friends moving forward. Do not send good people out of your lives because you have a boo who probably has a boo. Even if a man wants you to be his lover, do not say, I have a boyfriend. Just say a polite, no, I'm not interested. Let everything you do be about you and because of you. There are women who are married who say, I am married and have lovers anyway. Be friendly, polite, respectful, and firm. A decent man will not force it. I have great expectations this week, and I pray your week goes according to plan. Cheers, you all. Note this message is an unpopular opinion. It is for the disciplined, smart, and wise people, not for everybody. Man, listen, y'all can go in. Y'all can say what you want to say. I said what I said on her page, which was, you sound like a damn fool.
Did she respond?
I don't know. I even went back and checked. You know, if you get so many on a post, they just won't send them to you.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But what I do know is that's how you get folks hurt. That's how people get hurt. Being deceptive, uh, lying, fabricating the truth. I can just speak for me. When I step up to bed, I'm trying to hit a rubber. I'm just keeping it 100. So trying to go out on a date with me, I'm trying to hit. So you need to let me know up front, because I'm stepping up to bat. So this whole trying to tell me, you gonna have to be up front with me.
I don't have an issue with anything that she said from a dating standpoint, as long as it's transparent. If you gotta let your boo know, hey, right now, and until we're something more than boyfriend and girlfriend, I'm gonna see other people.
But that's different.
That ain't what she said.
No, that ain't what she said.
Right.
And that's why I said I don't have an issue with what she's saying in theory. I have an issue with the lack of transparency.
Well, she said even if you are dating, and if somebody asks you out on a date,
okay.
No, you got a boyfriend. That means that y'all are supposed to be exclusive.
Right.
You get a title boyfriend.
You don't pick your
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If she's being transparent in that and saying, because some people don't agree with that. Some people say, boyfriend, girlfriend, y'all still courting. Ain't nothing official till it's a ring on it. Okay, so if that's the case, it ain't nothing official. As long as it's communicated, like, hey, we're boyfriend, girlfriend. If we're gonna be something more, then that's gonna involve some exchange of vows and some paperwork. Until then, I will do what I do. If that transparency is put out there, then go on and do what you do over.
Well,
but what she's putting out there is, I know you got a boo, but
I'm trying to have a boo too.
Right.
But you can still date.
Yeah, you can still date in the dating
which
phase.
is totally different than what the other girl was saying last week.
Yeah.
Last week she was saying you don't have anybody. You trying to start something with somebody. So now you're free to date. But if I have a man and somebody asks me out on the date and I say, oh, okay, and I don't tell him about this, once it get back to Jethro, we're gonna have some problems.
No, right. How long? It's gonna if it gets back to Jethro. Whoever Jeffrey may be. I know y'all gonna have some problems. I'm saying I get what she said because I can't speak for nobody else. I can speak for me. There was a time when I was in the dating phases and I talked to multiple women. The only difference is they all knew. So you knew what you was getting into. Hold on. So I'm like,
girlfriend though.
Look, you can call me what you look, and this is what I explained to them. Hey, this is what I explained to them.
I see, Brock, while you talk, what you tell them.
This is what I explained to them.
That was back to back shit crazy. Understand it.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? You can say what you want to say. You was talking about it was okay to put condoms up at the trash can and impregnate yourself.
What I just say, now we back to back shit crazy.
I mean, you can talk no, but the thing, I disagree that it's back shit crazy if I'm being transparent.
What I'm saying is that you just said they can talk whatever they want to.
But you got to understand. You have my understanding. If you look at
title to me,
right? Whatever you want to call it. If you want to call me your boyfriend, okay, you my boyfriend, my man friend, whatever. Okay, cool. I see at that stage. I was letting folks know I see other people. Until I find someone who who makes me want to just see them, then I'll do it then. But right now, I see other people.
See,
so if you want to call me
you just want to see her.
Right.
So your her just got asked out by him.
And she said, take it. I said,
she said, go.
Don't tell me you got a boyfriend.
Right. Yeah, and that's where I said, that's where my issue lies. As far as what she's saying about, okay, well, if you're, date multiple people, whatever you want to title it as, whatever. If you're transparent, I don't have an issue with it. The issue that I have with her is there was no transparency.
Well, you can't be transparent if you already got a man.
Right. And now
you can if the communication is there.
She says, do not send good people out of your lives because you have a boo who probably has a boo.
Okay, the courtship with your wife.
That's my wife. That
I know, but no. But
that's
before y'all got to wife, y'all was one-on-one in this.
Because we decided that's what we're going to do.
She's saying even after y'all have decided it's you and boo, If somebody asks you,
Right.
you can still go.
And I think we all just saying the same thing, just different.
No,
And
no,
that's
no.
where
You're saying you're dating. You haven't chose her.
Right.
You haven't chose your wife. She's saying you have chose this woman.
mm-hmm.
You have told this woman, hey, look, I'm tired of playing these games. I'm out of here in these streets.
But she said,
I want to be with you.
okay, put a ring
She
on it.
said, okay.
Put a ring on it.
She's saying even at that point.
No, she said boyfriend. She didn't say fiance. She didn't say husband.
Well,
She said boyfriend.
In the Bible, until you actually say I do, you're still single.
Exactly. That's what she's saying.
Let everything you do be about you and because of you. There are women who are married who say, I am married and I have lovers as well.
That
Anyway,
part.
So be friendly,
Well,
polite,
unless
respectful.
you got an open relationship that your significant other know about.
Well, I think what she's saying is that it's okay to be flirty. That's what it
it
comes
sounds
from.
like she got some whole
No.
whole peas on the side.
No, she's that shit.
Right.
She's
That's what I'm saying. I see a woman who. Okay. Shit. Let's do
She's been hurt, and you can tell she's been
She
hurt
got her
because
emotional
she
boo.
said
She got her
9
lunch
times out
boo.
of 10, he has a boo too.
So
Or
right.
they
So
have
you.
a boo too.
So you do.
So we
So you
booed
just-
up, but then you can go do some boos. I can have some boos. We ain't telling each other about these boos. We're not even telling them about the boos.
So
She just said, just go get it. As long as you can, get out there and get it. Because she said I and have lovers too. Well, see, you trying to get me killed, ma'am.
Then go back to what I said. You trying to get somebody killed.
That's just
You
what
trying to
it
get
is.
somebody
And
hurt.
why is somebody gonna get hurt?
established-
Because there is no communication or transparency.
Let me tell you, there is not enough communication in the world for somebody to come to me after we've decided that it's gonna be us. We tired of playing these games. Come to me and say, you know what? Ginger asked me out for dinner. I'm gonna go to dinner with Ginger on Thursday night. Why don't you make you some plans?
I don't know. I don't know a woman.
Hold on.
Right.
Now,
I don't know
if
a woman
y'all
who
if
accept
y'all are boyfriend girlfriend, it's a hell of a lot easier to walk away from that, ain't it?
And he can.
Yeah.
Because he will have to.
There you go.
I'm about to play with you. Right?
There you go. Like, all right, I'm out.
But then, and to me at that point,
But she would have to be transparent enough to actually let that be known. I don't like the lack of transparency. She's saying, hey, go on, do what you do. He ain't got to know.
Well, yeah, she's saying that. That's true. She's saying it. But it goes back to like I said at the beginning. You trying to get somebody hurt because see on one
she's not
hand,
being transparent.
right. On one hand, you're saying, well, yeah, okay, I recognize I have a boyfriend, but that's not going to stop me from
dating.
Then you gotta ask what.
Now,
So,
even if,
is there levels to? I'm asking a woman. Is there levels? Are there levels to this boyfriend thing? This boyfriend title? Are there levels?
hell no.
Well, yes, there is levels.
Oh, shit.
I'm speaking for those that cannot speak for themselves. Let me go ahead and say that.
Is there levels? Or once you get the boyfriend title, is it always monogamous?
No.
Okay.
Not for me, but for the people that can't speak for themselves that want to answer that question. No, it's not. It's different levels of commitment.
Oh,
I mean,
so
we're at the beginning
That's what
levels
I'm saying.
of commitment.
Okay.
We're at,
And that's what it sounds like she's
but
saying.
well, she did say that. I mean, I get what y'all doing here, but see,
she
now I got
is-
questions because
She's at the beginning of the boyfriend thing. Well, we done had the conversation. We done, broken
Yeah,
off.
that's what I'm asking. That's what I'm asking.
With the
Is there
starting
levels?
5.
Is there levels to this boy? See, you said starting 5, so you got 5 boyfriends.
So you're the roster. You're my whole roster.
Right.
There is no.
You got-
There is always a 6-man off the bench.
Yeah. Just
You
in case your
start
point guard
5.
get hurt.
But there's always a 6-man off the bench. It is. That's just what it is. It's somebody you're gonna keep close enough. He gonna know everything that's going on, and he understands his position. Your position is to be available if needed.
Thank you. I rest my case.
But
You
it
didn't make
is.
yourself sound good at all.
I rest
You
my
said
case.
one thing one way, then
No.
turned around and said,
What I said?
No, you said no.
He said, "Is there levels?" I said, "Yes, it is."
So if there's
Because
levels,
there
then
is-
there's
See, if
nothing
there's
wrong with what
levels-
she said.
See, if
There's
there's
nothing
levels,
wrong with what she said.
you can't
It's
disagree with what she
still
said.
for me and mine. If I have titled you boyfriend
Mhm.
and you come to me and say I'm taking Ginger out on Thursday,
Yeah, but you also just said that, speaking for those who can't speak for
for them
themselves,
that can't speak for themselves,
there are some people out there who have levels to this
Right.
boyfriend girlfriend thing,
they do.
and it doesn't
I'm not a
truly
level.
become a hey, it's just us thing until you start exchanging some hardware.
Okay. We'll say
Because
this.
what the old heads say a lot of times, oh, that's your girlfriend, y'all still courting.
Right.
So there are levels.
It's levels to this
It's
shit.
it's her interpretation. For me and mine,
Yeah.
you can't come to me after we have established our
Mhm.
role with each other and
Right.
say I'm taking
But
Ginger
even
out.
still, it's levels
Because
to that.
if that's the case, then we might well open this right back up.
Right, but again, there's still levels to that because I don't think unless you just got energy with somebody like that, I don't think you're gonna be on like, all right, this is date number 2, and it's just gonna be us.
Right. I mean, it's
You might even have little Nick, y'all. You might call him boo, like hey boo, just some.
Well, everybody
Lightheart-
is booing, man.
But everybody is booing back.
Yeah.
So
So
that
you don't
that
forget who
again.
too.
See, now you're losing me because on one hand,
So-
I get for you and yours,
We
but then
dissected
when
her.
I hear it's levels to being a boyfriend. At the end of the day, you still playing the dangerous game. How you looking
Yes,
at it?
you
Because
are.
one, you're not transparent to the person that came to you.
Right, you're not being
Because if that's the case, let's take it to marriage then. We can move it up there because see, if that's the case, it does not matter the title. If there's level to it, it's just like a broad telling me, well, there's levels to being married. There's levels to being a husband and a wife. Then let's up it there because if titles don't matter and we can pick and choose the levels of how we handle each other, well then everything should always be fair game. It should be. If it's levels to this boyfriend, as this chick was saying.
No, you ain't even. This ain't even apples and oranges at that point because when you talking the marriage thing, you stood before people and made a commitment.
But watch this. So there we go with what I was saying. But
Boyfriend,
that's how you
girlfriend
was
ain't
saying,
standing before the living room and all their friends during game night talking about, I vow to be the best boyfriend to you that I can be. So help me God.
However,
Listen, having fun.
Now watch how the times have changed. See to you that might be the case. But Roz just said, now for me, it's XYZ, but I'm speaking for those who can't speak. Now the time has changed.
Mm-hmm.
See, like I said, if that's the case, if there's levels to it, we can up that to marriage. Then if at the end of the day there's levels to everything, I'm just saying, well then let's bump it up to marriage then for a man and woman.
Some people have
we've seen
open
marriages to where
But that has a time. That's
her
called
job, but her
You're
job
but it requires communication
in
transparency.
marriages is
Right.
just to your job. Tyler Perry movie, where he drove her to the house and put her out because he was going to go be with the other girl.
I think I know what you. They ain't the one where she.
Diary of a Mad Black Woman.
Yeah.
So they
All
had
of them work
levels,
together for me.
but they had levels to their marriage because his expectation of her was just to be your trophy wife.
Yeah.
When I have engagements, when I have speaking things,
Mm-hmm.
you come, you put on your dress, you make sure your hair is together, you stand by
You
my
shake
side,
hands,
you
kiss
blow me
babies.
kisses, and you're done. When I take you back to this house, then that's where you go, and I'm going somewhere else.
Yeah.
So some people do have different levels.
Mm-hmm.
It's all in what you have framed your relationship to be. So to me, is she wrong? Hell yeah. To me.
Right.
But-
No,
but-
I agree.
but
I mean,
for those
my
that
thing is somebody can get hurt because
Hell yeah.
again,
I mean,
you're not being transparent.
Boom.
And
That's why I said that's
because this
that's
world
the
is
biggest
small.
issue that I take away.
Anybody
Because it's
can
almost
walk
taking-
in Cheddars on Thursday and see you with somebody, and it's a
Right.
Hell yeah.
So that's
You gotta be real
why I
first.
take issues with the transparency. Now, if she came into it, it was like, hey, I'm out here dating, and I'm doing me. If somebody asks me out and we ain't just there yet, then I'm gonna go check that out.
Right. Because I think
I
what
don't have
happens
no
is-
issues with that if you communicate.
Because I think what happens is it's no different than the chick saying you take the choice away from me.
But I
Because
think a lot
if
of
you
people
tell
don't
me,
even know how to communicate that though.
Well, a lot of people don't know how to communicate because they're scared of the rejection
right, you
of
don't.
stuff that's considered taboo.
Well,
You
you can
know,
add in. It just goes back to again. You take the power of me choosing if I still want to fuck with you or not.
right.
You just taking it away. That's be the real reason why folks just keep this type of stuff to themselves.
Yeah.
If I go to Keisha and I know she's a straight up and down chick, you know, this commitment. I'm your girlfriend. You know, I'm supposed to play boyfriend. It ain't no more outside nothing. So now in my mind, I know I can't go to Keisha because this little old chick like say let's go to drinks. So now what I do is you go into lying and sneaking and creeping because I know I can't go to Keisha and tell Keisha, hey, listen, look, this little chick feeling me. I'm kind of feeling her too. I know we.
But why can't you? That's what.
Because Keisha,
Because Keisha done already let you know.
Keisha done
I
already
can't
let
be-
you know. But no, I don't mean.
Right.
I don't mean why can't you in the sense that I know what's gonna happen with Keisha. I get all of that. But I think the foundation of your question was, or your statement was that people don't communicate. People don't know how to communicate. I say why can't you? Because damn it, if you feeling that already, why you gonna even keep playing this game with Keisha? Like, yo, I'm already feeling.
because he want to hold it. He want to hold on
That's
to it
it.
just in case. Because he know Keisha good.
Right.
Keisha
I know
cook,
Keisha. Right,
Keisha
but,
clean.
You know
Keisha
why?
got a job.
Watch this.
Keisha got all
You
that
just
stuff
answered your
together.
question. Hold up.
Over here, it's a possibility. She looks
Listen,
nice.
the answer is in the status. That's all she's saying. Yeah, you got you a girl. Let's flip it. Yeah, I got me a girl. But hey, you a man. Because it's funny she's saying it to women. But let's flip it. Oh, you a man. And so, yeah, you got your boo, but don't tell your boo. Because that might be a good person in your life. Now, you're not going to have sex with her. So if she wants to be physical with you, you just tell her politely, ain't that what she said? I'm not interested. You just want to keep her around because, hey,
you got, like I said, you got
everybody else got a boo.
You got your boo. You got your nighttime boo. You got your lunch boo.
Well, she should have been there. Your girlfriend might piss you off, and so you got your backup that you can talk to. That's all she didn't add in that bitch. What it really is about, you know, just in case your boyfriend is on road.
Like I said again, I said the same thing about the chick last week. I'm gonna say the same thing about her. Do what you do, but don't be mad if it get done to you.
Right.
Do what you do. I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, you right. I'm not gonna sit here and say you wrong. You approaching this love life and all this other shit the way that you do, and I mean, hey, we all trying to figure this life thing out. But don't be mad if roster spot number 3 do the same thing, and you figure out you was sitting here thinking you was the point guard and you damn 6 man.
So, see, you like me. I'm one of those. I tell people all the time, don't play a game you ain't gonna let me play.
Yeah.
Don't play a game.
And that's why I keep harping on the
play
transparency. Just
right.
You know.
And that's just real life in any type of relationship. You know, it's funny because me and the good doctor was literally talking. You know, we talk about this all the time. You know, I'm one of those. See, I'm gonna figure out how you roll, and I'm gonna adjust to how you roll. Now, if you rolling in a certain manner, don't trip if I get to rolling in that certain manner because I always say what's good for the goose
Good for the
is good for the gambler. It ain't no such thing as, well, you know, God say turn the other cheek. And you weren't thinking about the other cheek than God.
I'm just saying.
I'm with you. You know,
her statement, if it's alright for her to have a team, then it should be alright for her team to have a team.
Right. Let it be clear because again, it goes back to when I say it. I just think that's how people get hurt. That's how people end up killed. Well, that ain't really my boyfriend. Well, nigga, you got him thinking that's your boyfriend.
Right. Or,
you know what I'm saying?
Or how about this?
You know, just being
how about
misleading.
this? Since we're in the age of defining and redefining and having multiple definitions for things, if you're going to get in a relationship and put a title on it, clearly define what boyfriend or girlfriend means to you. Clearly define it. You know what I'm saying? Because
don't leave it up to
don't just say.
Because some smart ass chick can be like, I mean, I know we boyfriend, but not that type of boyfriend.
Right. Just clearly define it. What level of boyfriend am I? Am I the, am I the lunch boyfriend?
So you seeing somebody else's boyfriend,
Am I-
or we together,
am I-
together? Ain't
hold
no
on.
other nigga boyfriend.
If you catching me, am I the one you catching me from, boyfriend?
Right.
Which boyfriend am I?
Right.
So let me
Yeah.
know. Because if I'm the lunch boyfriend, you know what? Let's be real about it. And no, I'm not speaking for me, but I'm pretty sure there's people who. I'm speaking for people who can't be. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I know some people who are perfectly fine with being the lunch significant other. They talk. They have good energy
We
in their
had this
conversation.
conversation.
They have good energy in their
We had this
conversation.
conversation already.
And then they got somebody.
The
Hold on.
work wife and work
Right.
husband.
But then they got that somebody who they just smashed. They have no intellectual chemistry, but they sex
Yeah,
is
but
just
that ain't nothing.
fire.
That ain't shit. That's
They
just somebody
sex
you hit.
right again. So they got somebody they hidden, boyfriend, girlfriend.
Mhm.
They got somebody who they can actually have intellectual exchanges with, boyfriend, girlfriend, but it's defined. It's defined, and that's the biggest thing. That if that's what you're gonna do, define what boyfriend or girlfriend means to you. Which one of these boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever? Where am I at? Right? Am I the holiday boyfriend?
Well, it's sad.
Am I the cuffing season boyfriend, or am I the one that's taking the pictures of you while you on the beach that nobody can see me?
Hell yeah.
Or am I the one you taking the selfie with on the airplane?
What type of nigga that you don't never show with your girl pictures? You just there to take pictures for her. Like, do she got somebody?
No, she needs somebody to go with it.
I ain't gonna say nobody's
got the
name, but the
money.
good doctor was like, "Oh, I didn't even know that person was married." I'm like, "Yeah, she married, but she always out enough to where you just ain't gonna know. You see more of her and her homegirl than you see."
I have
Oh,
a
and her
friend like
dude.
that.
And you like, well, she was like, "Oh, I didn't know they were
Everywhere.
married." I'm like, "Yeah."
I told him,
they
I
married."
said, one day that reflection is gonna catch up with you in some of them glasses. I'm
Sorry.
gonna see who's taking them pictures.
You start zooming in and shit.
Because he is always somewhere with nobody, but can get more pictures taken of him. You just ask every stranger.
It's somebody.
Yeah.
It's somebody like that I
Can you
know.
take this picture?
Oh,
Can you
well,
take this
yeah,
picture?
it's
throwing
somebody
rocks.
like that.
I'm just saying.
I ain't throwing rocks. I'm rolling boulders down the hill right there.
I'm like, dang. But I mean, again, it's crazy that we're still in this age where it used to be understood. If I'm with you,
Once you say
I'm with
boyfriend, it cuts off everybody.
Yeah, I already know.
Now,
Yeah,
once you say boyfriend, it's which one
That
am
that shit ended in probably the early '90s when you was passing notes. Would you go with me? Yes, no, maybe. That shit died a minute ago.
It was us. If
Right.
it didn't,
You knew that, but you knew you was with that person. Nowadays, it's levels to dating, it's levels to being a boyfriend, it's levels to this, and it's like, well, fuck, man. That's why a lot of people can't find somebody.
sexuality. You just can't be straight or gay anymore.
But,
You gotta be affluent.
Right, but
You gotta be.
But even within relationships, there's levels to it. I'll give you a prime example. I was watching a video about relationships, and you had different couples who judge different things. They would ask questions. One of the questions was to women, if they caught their husband masturbating, do they consider it cheating? Half of them said yes, half of them said no. Does it mean that their relationships are they was all married?
Mm-hmm.
Does it mean that one marriage is on a different level than another, or is that's just how the individual takes it? Hey, in this marriage, we don't beat off. In this marriage, you will not stroke without me. It's just again, it's about clearly defining what the expectations of the relationship are. It clearly define. You gotta clearly define what the expectations.
You know
of the
what?
relationship
I heard you because I'm just trying to look at it both ways since you brought that up, and I'm like, how would I feel if some shit like that happened?
I will watch, but
Like, I would get mad. I'll get mad and we gonna get up out of here. I would be mad if you did that shit and I wasn't around. I'll be there piss me off. Now is it gonna be on some cheating type shit? I wouldn't put that shit on the level of cheat. But I'm gonna be like, what the fuck did you done got off without a nigga? You couldn't hold up. How you know I ain't wanna? I'm just saying, that's just me.
Hey, I'm just gonna be fair. Hey, you was thinking about me, right?
Now you getting in the line because she might not be thinking about you.
Hey, I don't. Hey, you know what? That's
See?
true. It might be.
It could have been
Goddamn.
hard.
You know what? I'm gonna be real, and I'm a man. Stroke my ego sometimes. Right. Just stroke my ego sometimes.
Right.
I need it. Tell me I'm beautiful. I know I am.
Yeah, I feel you.
It was about you.
Listen, man, we gonna wind this thing up, man. Another great Sunday, another great conversation we've had. We want to thank everybody for tuning in, man. Make sure you uh, catch us on all our streaming platforms. We on SoundCloud, we are on Spotify, we are on Apple,
Yeah.
Google, and now we are on TuneIn Radio. So you can find us anywhere. Streaming is being had, man. Go like us on our social media pages.
Like,
Facebook.
subscribe, hit that notification bell.
Yeah. Subscribe to us on YouTube. We're definitely going to get this thing our way together, man. It's just a work in progress. We're growing from where we used to be. We're moving into a new season, and you know, new season requires change, and so definitely keep on hanging in there with us. Uh, but again, go to our social media page, follow us on that. And anybody else got something to say before we get up out here? Anything they want to plug?
Hey, just follow us on our social media platforms, like you said, with the Petty Crew as well as the individuals. You can hit me on Twitter or Instagram at Brock is Great. At Brock is Great. Hit me up.
Yeah, I am on Facebook. I'm on Twitter, but I'm mainly on Facebook. You can find me under. Just look up Boss Hog. I ain't gonna tell you my name. You'll find me under Boss Hog. Find me on there. We got some great things that are coming, man. We got some shows that might be coming out of this that we gonna be probably doing on the weekly. I hope some folks is up here thinking about how they can step out and you know bring some different content to the Petty Crew. What's up, B? I see you holding this hat.
I gotta shout out my girl Heather Marie as well, and
That
add
is nice.
brand ambassador to the title as well. For those of you who do not know or have not checked out Heather Marie Designs, y'all need to go check her out, man. This woman makes some of the baddest hats around. She names all of her hats. This one officially went on sale yesterday, and the name of this hat is Brock.
Already.
So
That looks
make
like
sure you.
it has all the AKAs on there. AKA jeans, AKA feathers, AKA doohickeys on the other side, AKA triangle.
Right.
I'm just saying. I mean, this is just
AKA
this is a work
geometric.
of damn art. Y'all
It is
gotta
a
check
nice
my
hat.
girl out. But yo, I mean, brand ambassador. Got a hat named after me, so I appreciate that.
Already.
Good looking out, Heather Marie. Y'all go check her out.
With that being said, we are up out of here.
Music just came back on.
Yeah. The music playing. You heard